Yep, I fixed that. We're good.
Well, let's see. Let's wait for it to catch up a second.
Yep, I fixed that. We're good. There we go.
Hey, everyone! Welcome to an all-new session of SCNS Plays D&D. Enjoy the echo. It will last forever. I no longer care if you guys had a good holiday. Or else we established that in the first run.
Toys.
You got toys?
We made tie-dye shirts.
We did make tie-dye shirts for my birthday, so I could be grown up. It was like, I need more clothes, and they wouldn't let us try clothes on, so we bought all the stuff and made tie-dye t-shirts.
I got a handcrafted mask figure.
Yeah.
But also my cousin, who I was tired of toy hunting something. Yes, I got legit tired of something. And she went and did it for me and found the damn thing. I felt slightly inadequate. But also happy I got the figs.
I got a purse shaped like a mushroom.
Really?
Yes.
That's adorable.
It's a little toadstool.
I got gifts for everybody else, but my idea was grander than my planning, so things are on the way. But we did get this wonderful gift from Mia. Look at these, y'all.
Yes.
We all got, was it wormwood dice, right?
Wormwood, dispel.
Oh,
okay.
So wormwood dice and
This-
ours are from Dispel.
This
I'm
is too nice.
so excited.
I'm just going to hold it for luck, but I refuse to. This tray isn't good enough for this dice.
Mine is made out of dogs.
Oh, did you
What
get one like this
the?
too?
Have you seen this?
I got
different
Labradorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've never
Everybody
had.
else got sharper edges than me.
Are we-
What's
are we
that
not-
saying about me?
Are we not toasting our die?
Yeah.
If you don't know, then it's perfect
hold
dice
up.
for
Wait a
you.
minute. Everybody got sharp edged dice except me. You bastard. Wait, I mean, I love you, Mia. Thank you for the dice.
You're
I wanna
welcome.
hear
But I see what happened
I want to
here.
hear your
Did you
cheating
got
on
dice too,
us.
right?
Yes. Mine is glowing prismatic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Love it.
There are times, like, after a game, I'll find a random dice in here and be like, hey, whose dice got left over here? There's a dice that nobody can take ownership of that's in this room.
You know what you did.
Apparently, I'm being
Cheating on us with
I'm
another
being-
D&D group.
accused of...
Jason is refusing to admit that he's been.
I don't know whose that is.
Uh-huh.
He's been.
I've never seen those before in my life.
In my defense, I was part of a D&D group where we weren't playing, but then when we started up again, I quit that group. And they were like, oh, he's going back to his side pieces. I was like, oh, no, y'all the side piece. That's my bottom bitch D&D group. I was like,
How did they take that?
not very well. But I was being honest.
I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all the side pieces.
I have a side thing going on, but I think this is my main thing. Like,
I mean, you're the DM. I would hope it's the main thing.
No
yeah.
kidding. We can't lose you. Like,
Yeah, well, I tried to no-show last week for the other thing, and they couldn't lose me either. But I really was sick.
I would pluck her brain out like putting a robot, you know. What? I'm just trying to think of
what?
I'm thinking of the game, alright?
No.
Like the brain from Teen Titans.
Or like Futurama, just the head and the vase.
Yes,
Oh, that's just-
like
actually, that's
Nixon.
kinda-
And then we can still see her expressions.
We-
Well, you couldn't do this.
We can give her fish flakes.
I was
every now
just
and
thinking I
then.
might emote slightly better.
To a
Yeah.
robot.
I was a
body.
robot.
Yeah.
Could.
Anyway.
That's too advanced. We have to stop
No,
at the
that's
head.
the
and
Umbrella Academy, where there's the fish in the jar and then the human body.
Oh, yeah.
So we are
No,
replacing
thank you.
D&D, right?
Yes, but first, a word from our sponsors.
Oh, a word for yes, JTX Industries. We have so many ideas. R&D is working night and day. They better be. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean
It's
to
child labor.
Didn't mean to elong that. But we do every now and then bring in subcontractors to help us with ideas, and of course they sign over all properties and intellectual stuff to us. But I like to bring in my contractor, Mia. Tell us about this wonderful product that you are bringing into JTX Industries.
Well, for the JTX Industries and Mia Studios collaboration project, we're bringing you Accidental Zoom Out.
Yes, accidental zoom out.
Enabling you, the audience, to see anything you like on the D&D table. Do you want to see mine and Jason's character sheets? Done. You want to see the truly stifling number of toys in the room? Anytime.
What? Anyway.
Do you want to see the cat walking in from the other room? You got it. You want to see whether or not Cass's drink came from Taco Bell? No sweat.
Wow. Okay. All right. It's unnecessary. Okay.
Can we do slow zoom ins on Cass eating loud snacks?
See all the stuff that we normally hide with a tight zoom. Accidental zoom out. Batteries sold separately.
Yes, this wonderful product can be available to you coming Q2. I think we're looking at a price tag of $129.99. Yes,
It's a
I know, right?
A
You
very
two
fair price.
can see the entire room and how small it actually is with accidental zoom out. Thank you very much. Yes, and
How are they going to make money
you're gonna need
off
to
of
sign
that?
that contract.
Nothing.
I sent over to you.
Okay.
Okay. Just make sure.
This
Don't
is
read it.
stupid.
No need to read all 20 pages of it.
Oh
Just sign
man, it turns out I don't have a pen.
We'll work on it. Anyway, JTX Industries bringing more products to you. Now on
It's not legally binding.
to the recaps.
Oh, look at me. Look at me. I'm the recaptain now.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The O'Malley girls, not the Oblex. Yay! I wrote Azra's name as Astrid again.
Astrid?
Yeah.
How dare you.
it's
From How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah. Azra and Brona went to investigate the O'Malley girl, whose name is Siobhan. I'm never going to refer to her that way. And she said that she left the school because they treat knowledge like something they own. Azra told her to stay away from the school, that there's a creature in the school. And we kind of figured out that the Oblex is maybe using the library as a trap. This is from last week. Or last session.
I like you guys figured it out. She kind of suggested it.
We figured it out. Trying to consume and
You
trap
take
knowledge,
any
so
win
it's the
you
only
can.
one- so it's the only one who hasn't. We messaged Jira and Ember to warn of the danger and brought it from the library.
And then,
All fires. That's the last note that I
what
had.
was Ember's response?
I don't remember.
We also all
I
hit level
do
8.
know what Astraphus's response
I remember
was,
that.
which was to ask if we could come back, and told us that the king was not cleared to
boy.
do so.
And yeah, I think we got confirmation that like either 60% of the books are left or 60% of them are gone. 30,
30%
okay.
are gone.
30% are
Gone.
I thought it was 20, but 30's right, probably.
I meant
It was
watched
definitely
the game
more than
yesterday.
20.
I meant to, and I watched part of it, but then I got distracted by other stuff that will come up.
My uterus trying to destroy itself.
Oh, that sucks. You should already
Have you
say
told
it.
us?
Let's
Yeah.
talk about that. So,
Note-taking skills, lots of games.
Strassas asked you guys to come back. Ember said meet you guys there. And we kind of like hung it up right there.
But we're not cleared to take the king with us.
Right.
Oh, hey, I wrote that down. 30% of books gone. You were right. Going to do something soon. King is not cleared. Will you come? I wrote
with
notes.
that,
And we're going to pick up right there. It is about noon-ish, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
early afternoon maybe. And he had a cast sending for Ember. And Astraphus? No, not Astraphus.
Yes, to Jira, and then Astraphus.
Well, Tajira had to go get Astraphus because it wouldn't receive the message in his anti-magic chamber. But we were able to
Yeah,
arrange that.
we cast sending instead of using the stones for Jira, right?
The,
Because
the,
more secure.
the response from Astraphus came on the sending stone.
It did. Okay.
Yeah, but I think there was like a thank you for not using it or something.
Yeah.
From Jira.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it only was in his head. Yay! A cute little kobold that could.
That'd be an
Who
authority
could
figure
lock on
with me.
stilts.
Yeah.
I saw like we had uncovered him. He's like a alien from Men in Black.
But yeah, I was trying to determine if the king heard that response, because if it came through the stone, he did.
It did come through.
So he heard that, and we're going to pick up right exactly there. What is all of your reaction to that? He hasn't said anything yet.
I think Azra will just turn and look at the king, knowing that the king heard that, and see what the king thinks.
He has not responded yet. He's kind of like got this. He's not upset, you don't think?
So we have to go
Thinking.
back, but we cannot take the king. Leaving him, begging your pardon, Your Majesty, not helpless. Been very adept in battle, but
I've been somewhat adept in battle.
not part of our job was to protect him.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt, but someone messaged me that they could hear the DM, but they couldn't hear anybody else. We sound really distant.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
so sorry
I know
about
what that is.
Is
It's alright.
better?
Blow gently.
Is this good for you?
Back off that mic, my
You're
guy.
gonna blow
Scratch.
out.
Okay, everybody's mics are unmuted now.
Oh.
Well, the DM's mic was on, so
That's all that matters.
I was trying to make sure that Cat can be heard because let's face it, we do need to hear what the DM is saying.
Yeah.
So wow,
We do need to hear what the DM says, but we also do need to hear what everyone else is
I
saying.
mean, really, you guys need to hear.
Shame
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
JTX
The
industry
audience,
spot.
It's give or take.
Okay, so there we go. Thank you very
We're
much.
looking for a full-time producer for free to sit in the chair and double check things. What does it say?
My friend who was messaging me was like, "Nope, him getting close didn't do anything," and then all of a sudden, oh my god, there it is.
Thank you,
quite
Cora's
loud.
friend. Sorry to blow out your eardrums. We'll try to do better, but we can't guarantee anything.
Can you tell we've been on vacation?
Yeah, seriously.
Probably not, which is the saddest thing.
Aw.
Oh.
Okay, that
Womp,
does sound
womp,
much
womp.
better. Amazing we heard everybody else when we did that. Quick sound. Anyway,
Okay, we picked up right from where we were. If you need to watch the last session to refresh yourself, and also
Can we all do that right now?
sponsor us.
And
Yeah,
then if
we'll
you
meet
do-
your heart out.
also, if you're a person that says you're a sponsor and tries to run a scam on us, I hope I find you and beat the living hell out of you. Yes, someone tried.
That's a on-screen threat from Jason. Just so you know.
No, that's not a threat. That's a spoiler.
It's a promise.
A spoiler's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
the king is sitting there thinking, and what did you say? Sorry.
I have reservations about leaving the king unprotected. Especially with someone posing to be any one of us out there.
Agreed.
Do we ignore that and just, Your Majesty, you accompany us, or...
What's the travel time back? It was like only 3 days, right?
It's less than that. It's like 2 days. You could probably make it in a day and a half if you rush.
We've done well with disguising his appearance.
If no one is here waiting for him now, what are the odds that they will find him in the time it would take us to confront the Oblex and return? Unless they are lying in wait for us to leave, but why would they expect us to leave the king? And then again, if we were in the town so briefly, maybe we could take the king. But
Do not object to that.
at least he would be with us the entire time, and we could leave him with Strassas perhaps in the office while we actually did battle. Or confronted in whatever way we're supposed to.
The only issue with that is we have to get him to the room first.
Strassas told us that the king was not cleared to come. It's not safe.
The king has been sitting there silently to this point, and you guys can decide individually how much attention you're paying to him. But all of a sudden, he kind of sits up,
I looked directly at him whenever I was
and he
talking.
kind of has like this resolve on his face, and he goes, "You need to go." He He says, my value is as a citizen of Lacros, and then secondarily to whatever value I can provide to the stability and growth of our nation. If both are under threat from something bigger than my life, then he sits there for a second and he goes, I'm not trying to die or anything, but
I don't like that thought.
it's like we've only, some of these texts probably predate the monarchy as it exists, and it's what, 150 years or so of my family? Like, it's not. And if going with you in any way jeopardizes my sons, which I do not know, then he gets really sad for a second, and he goes, or my ability to provide an heir in the future, if that turns out to be necessary.
Are you saying you want to stay here and us leave? I want him to confirm that.
He glances at Kieran and Saoirse. And you, with your new feet, note immediately that Kieran also glances at Saoirse. And I don't know, you can tell me if Brana wonders if it's a dynamic he's just never noticed, where she's very much in charge of a lot of the big decisions. You found a new way to make noise.
Just thirsty.
But she nods and she goes, of course. You'll have to make yourself useful, I suppose. And the king's like nodding, and then she chuckles, and she does not care about that. And she goes, of course, like, it will not be hard to keep you here, like, yeah.
Well, then it's settled.
We'll return as quickly as we can.
Hopefully, all of us.
He nods and then he goes, if you have any reason to think that it's safer if you wait, like, you know, you don't have to rush back if you think you're being followed or there's an opportunity for my children or something, surely, like, this is the... He glances at, your parent and then you, and he's like, this is the most peaceful. There's not a lot going on, it doesn't seem like, here.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a hard or bad place to hang out in for a while. It's much better than a dungeon and an egg illusion of some sort. Big cave, very cold.
I would imagine that would
Quite
be
elaborate.
comfortable.
He's like, it's just, you know, what I would guess. Who knows? And,
What should I say to Strassas?
Is that the sending stone?
Yes. I'd have something to hold on to.
Yeah.
Is that your charging brick?
Yes, it is.
No,
No,
it's the sending
It's
stone.
a sending stone.
it does not look like a stone.
Play the space, Cora.
You cannot see any buttons or places for a USB to go. That's not there.
I think
Oh,
you
wow.
responded, I think you guys already used it.
No, we got the message and then we're
I thought
looking-
Strassas talked to you guys through it.
Yeah.
Strassas talked to us.
Oh, yeah,
We
yeah.
have to reply.
How many uses does the sending? Is there a limited number of uses?
It's once per day, but it goes once each way.
Okay, so you can send once. We've received. We haven't spent our sending.
Yeah, and you can send to him, but you don't know if he will receive it. If he went back into the anti-magic thing, he may not.
Then just we're coming.
And
We are coming.
without the king. To clarify.
I'm not gonna say that.
The king's like,
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
and the king's like, maybe like unaccompanied or something.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Unaccompanied.
You don't get anything back you never would have because of the nature of it, so you're like, well, hopefully. Saoirse and
Yeah, so either Strassas got that or Jira got it, and it sounds like he's trying to shake someone down.
Kieran and Saoirse immediately start like getting stuff together, like dried food and such.
What is the time of the day anyway?
It's
Middle
about
of the day.
noon.
Lilo, yeah.
What?
We mean to set out today?
I'm gonna go to the king, and I'm gonna give him monk magic for dummies and my 5 darts. And I'll look him in the eye and kind of go, might help, and then I'm just gonna walk away.
He takes the darts from you. And goes, could be fun. When you try and hand him monk magic for dummies, he looks at it, reads it, looks at you, and is like, I think maybe you should keep that.
I take him back. I try and give him the infernal to common thesaurus.
That he takes, and he's like, and he looks at in his one hand the infernal book, in the other hand his darts, and he's like, these are good things to do, I think, when it's slow. And you find
I
yourself
point at the darts and I go, I've never heard anything with those.
If we are returning,
he looks at you and he's like, it's a game too. And you wonder if everyone else in the nation seems to know that this is a game that you can play as well.
Astra, are there any stores or anything that we could get any?
I'm sorry, what?
What did I say?
He's
You said
mixing-
Astra.
I said what? Yeah,
I've infected your
Azra.
mind.
Azra.
Azra.
So, God, you got me doing it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't you call him something crazy too?
I called him algebra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was more for chuckles. But
Yeah.
anyway.
And so was this. It was a good joke,
Azra,
Jason.
Anyway, are there any stores that we could possibly get resources? Because if we're going up against this obelisk again, obelisk, whatever, the thing,
It's like obelisk is such a
Big goop
specific
full
shape.
of people.
we didn't fare so well last time. We barely made it out alive.
Some of us didn't.
We also purchased items in preparation for it beforehand, did we not? Didn't one of you get fire gloves or something? Yeah.
Hey, now you can catch your fists on fire on purpose.
There's a chance this thing has gotten more
Like
powerful.
without kerosene.
Yes, I can.
True. We should have Ember there as well, and also I will not be devoted to pulling a memory out of his mind. I will simply be blasting it. So we'll have that advantage.
Is that true?
Yes?
I'm just curious.
Is that the king or you?
No, that's me. That's as the DM. Is that
Should I roll a deception check against you?
if it's false,
It's
you
so
then yes, I'm gonna have you roll a I don't know if her brain, like, books are being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
That knowledge has been absorbed. I don't know what her focus is, so I'm just asking.
Yeah, I think she would love to get those memories, but I don't think she's realistically imagining that she's going to pretend like she's going to help fight it and then actually try stealing its memories. I think she's like, we'll just all die if I do that. It's in my interest to actually try to kill the thing.
Yeah.
I wish I had armor.
It would be nice for you to be able to do the brain delving thing on it again. But realistically, I think 70% of the books, saving them is worth not having 30% of them.
Agreed. And also surviving an encounter.
Yeah.
If I'm not contributing
be
to the
cool.
survival, then yes.
Roll
It would be cool if you did not die.
You roll an insight check.
Okay.
Yes.
You
You have a +2.
I do now. I'm going to use the new die.
I wish I could roll insight.
New die failed me. That's 4 total.
Then probably the only thing that occurs to you is you don't know if the Obelix can read. It has no eyes.
I did point out at one point that it is a monster. There's not any reason to believe that a thing with no eyes can read.
That's why, okay. Last session I was like, well, if it was just absorbing the books, it would have just done that real quick. All of them would have been gone. But no, if it needs the people to just fucking read, they would take them a while to read. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it all makes sense.
Well, if we're going to get
Big
there,
brain DM.
Yeah.
Think to read.
it's midday. We should set out quickly.
Are there... I'm talking to the dad.
Kieran.
Kieran. Are there horses?
We had
There are
horses when
your
we got here.
horses.
Yes.
Did it?
well,
My bad. That was Cass. Cass forgot.
No, Cat forgot, which is the reason if you guys go to battle today, there's no kind of horses that will come into play. You had to leave them somewhere for a minute or something because they're not going to be on the map.
Awesome.
I have a Clyde
With
Snowman
our
buttercup.
horses that we have, we can get there.
I have a
Relatively
Palomino
quickly.
called Lulu.
I think
Mine
mine was
was-
called horse.
Mine was gray with spots and was named like Speckles or something.
You had an Appaloosa.
Yeah.
I think
Buttercup.
Freckles.
Freckles. That's right. It was Freckles.
I don't remember what I had.
It just
You-
says horses here.
You had a, like a quarter horse looking.
Did I name mine?
I don't know. Did you?
I
name
might
your
have
horse?
refused to name it, maybe.
I
dare you.
don't recall. The king named his horse meat.
Oh wow, that's right.
Extremely rude.
Wait, he named his horse meat or he named his horse meat?
No, he named his horse meat.
That didn't clarify.
He named his horse horsemeat?
No.
Okay, there we go.
He named his animal horse meat.
Animal, comma, horse,
Because meat
comma,
would
meat.
be rude.
Albroth had a Clydesdale. I forget.
Yep. Buttercup.
Yes. The king's like, I don't know if I should keep horse meat here and be bored and lonely, but I don't see what advantage another horse provides.
Well, we have our steeds.
And if you need to make a swift exit, it would be best to leave it with you.
Yes, exactly.
Sure. And he looks at Saoirse again. He's like, is that cool? And she's like, yes, it makes for a better story if you need one that you're like a friend or a merchant who rode into town. Like, makes sense. One horse, one person.
I should go prep our horses then.
You still have your face? Not the normal
Yes.
one, the other one.
You gave it back, yes.
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 Azra says, handing it over to him now.
He puts it back on. He goes into his other, like, dwarf character. And he scratches at it for a second. He's like, it itches. I'll wear it all the time. It's just safer. I don't have to like it, though.
No. You're not required.
What?
Nothing, sir. Your Majesty.
Well,
Sure. So, what's his face? Patrick goes out to help you.
I'm gonna bridle and saddle up the horses.
Be respectful, but
If anybody wanted to grab our supplies, I'll start.
Yeah. You guys take about 20 minutes maybe. Get
Just
everything
saddle up
together.
horses. Yeah.
Saddle up
Yeah.
horses.
Per
Well,
horse is like 20.
Kieran
geez.
comes out with you.
Maybe Patrick.
Patrick was already out there. Yeah, you can saddle up 5 horses in 20 minutes if you're pretty experienced. Which Alabroth might not be, but they are.
But I'm tall enough to get to them.
So you make it real fast.
Yeah, I was hit it.
Tall and strong. You can get the saddle up there and they can
If they cooperate.
tie it on. I don't know what,
Does
I
my
don't know
horse
what you do with the
cooperate?
saddle.
You have to strap them up.
For
You have to
everyone
bridle
but
them
you.
up.
So,
So let someone else saddle it up.
Yeah.
Well, I'll rock through that.
Saoirse pulls you aside and she goes, I feel like I should say something. Don't have much to say. You seem to be doing great.
I'll be careful. Try to.
Sure. Yes, and then we would prefer that you come back soon. You know, even if we send the king off because his company gets tiresome. Or, you know, what have you. And
Glad it wasn't difficult.
Bridget comes over after a minute and she's like,
What a connection.
it was good to see you. And
Of course.
you're like, you're sitting there for a second, and I'm not gonna tell Brano what they think, but there might be a like, this is why I didn't even bother with this last
Yeah.
time. Like, it's so weird.
So awkward.
Yeah, and she gives you a hug. Not Bridget. Bridget gives you a high five.
Yeah.
She's typically comfortable with only like violent displays of affection and touch, like a lot of siblings, and not in my family.
No, I don't know what you're talking about,
And
bro.
yeah, but your mom gives you a hug, and she tears up a little bit, but not a lot, and she smiles at you, and she's like, I always knew you had to leave. I don't care whether it's something inside of you or you. To me, there is no difference. You're just the boy that grew up. They grew up here, and I love you. And then she hands you a bunch of food.
Like a mom.
Yeah.
Love you too, Mom. And I give her like another like big like squeeze hug.
And she does that like mother bustling thing where she gives you a long hug and she sinks into it for a minute and then she's like, anyway.
Yeah.
And she pulls back and she rubs her face and she's like, okay. Your friends seem okay, a bit weird. I never pictured you with a normal group. I always assumed.
I just kind of look over at Octavia like trying to like work with her horse and it's not working.
Octavia's genuinely trying to feed the horse an apple, and it won't eat it. And she's like, this is what you're supposed to like.
Alabroth.
I've never seen a horse. I'm sorry. As someone that was on, I've never seen a horse not eat apple. Something wrong
Exactly.
with you.
Exactly.
For a second, you wonder if you over-tightened its bridle because it's doing that, like, back up and head-tossing thing.
I have seen the most unfriendly horses just, oh, hey. Like, what an apple comes.
Nope.
I'll get away from, oh, hey,
Nope.
what's going on?
And then you see its ears
Buddy.
go back and, like, the horse smile, and you're like, this thing might bite her.
They're like unruly cats. It's like, that's a good apple. Now get away from me.
She's trying to just like push it into the horse's mouth.
The horse is like, but what if the rider
What is your
actually has
animal?
bad vibes?
Oh, what is your animal handling anyway? For a
My
monk.
animal handling is great, plus 4, but we have established in canon that specifically horses do not like Octavia.
Oh my god.
And so this is all happening. They are a bit weird, but
I go over and take the apple from her and try to give it to the horse. Will the horse take it? Make me roll for it. I will do it.
Yeah, roll an animal handling.
That's a 15.
Yep.
So I do it and I kind of look at her and go like,
Should I name it something else?
Who's the guy on TikTok who's always like
the problem?
he's making fun of the life hacks that are absolutely batshit?
yeah.
You just did that face. You just went like,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, him.
yeah. I know he's got a name on the internet. I can't
Kabi
remember.
or something.
Most people have a name on the internet.
Khave.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
I
pronounce
don't know how to pronounce either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look over
So-
at this whole group, and Azra, I don't know what Azra's doing.
Azra
My
is
new
furiously
dice.
flipping through a spellbook right now.
So you have like the homeschooler.
Yeah.
You have
So-
the different homeschooler. What is Ronnie doing?
The definitely not a horse girl.
Different homeschooler.
Yeah.
do we get the opportunity
Literally
to,
homeschooled.
Yeah, like you have the one who's like comfortable by themselves, kind of off, just bonding with the horse like homeschoolers do with dogs at parties. I was homeschooled. This is not.
Yeah,
Insulting.
he is fully a the cat is gonna love him type of person.
Yeah, and, like if you hang out with the cat, you don't have to talk. And Alabroth is like the jock who's trying to be more studious, but also seems to just get what he wants. Because the horse likes him, and then
he doesn't.
various homeschoolers and your parents. Like,
I would like to take the opportunity though to thank Brana's parents for giving us bats and didn't we get cloaks?
No, you don't know about that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know we got them yet. Okay,
No,
anyway.
you don't know.
But I did
anything.
want to thank them for putting up with our
so do you
bullshit.
have like a pack?
The way you phrased
pack
that
with-
is like
because you're making them.
like Kieran
Yeah, I wasn't
and
sure if we
Saoirse
finished them because we talked about.
took
it, I
a
think,
scrub
last
brush to you.
session.
So probably not yet.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like I don't know how the time.
No,
worked
no,
on that 'cause I don't
for
remember
giving us baths,
when
like we're
allowing us to
like,
like
like
that.
her
Morning
pet
to
dog.
that afternoon, I think. So like, your mom and you do discuss it briefly, and she says hopefully you'll be back in within like a week, ideally, hopefully, and if so, like, she's like, we don't have a lot going on right now. Everything is drying, so we'll finish these before long.
Thank you, Mom.
Of course.
Thank you.
She's like, I'm apparently obligated by the realm. And she like straight, and then she smiles and she's like, which couldn't be happier about keeping some very esteemed company. And you look over, the king's like scratching his face under the mask, and there's yet another homeschooler in the mix for some reason.
Before we leave, I will like go shake the hands of Brana's parents. Like, thank you for having
I joined
us.
for that. I'm hugging people. Like,
Yeah, like you shake Dad's hand, and but when you go to shake Saoirse's hand, she like shakes your hand, and then she just gives you a hug, and she
Okay.
goes, keep each other safe.
Yeah, that's the plan.
She kind of smiles and roll an insight check for me.
Ooh, I'm gonna try my new die. Bad.
Did you give us cursed dice?
we have to teach
Well,
these
in
who's
this case,
boss.
I got me cursed dice. Let's see.
It's pretty though.
It's so pretty. That's gonna come out to a 5 on the inside.
Okay, and then you don't notice anything in particular. She just nods at you, and yeah, you guys. Anything else you want to take care of?
Nope.
I'm gonna put my mask back on and look not angelic, so people don't stop us while we're trying to leave town.
I'll go back up to the room, make sure I got everything.
Do you
Come-
do a sweep of like the whole space real quick and just double check?
Yeah, just like back up to the room, down into like the common area, just check around, back to the king and be like, okay, you have everything?
Thanks, Mom.
He goes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
I don't want us to run off with something of
he
yours.
kind of straightens up and he's like, you know, I'm like, I don't know how old I am. Close to it. It's been a while. I very much appreciate all of you. I've been okay. Like I've made it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fine. Don't. You have a very big fight coming up.
Yeah.
Do not be concerned about me.
Then we ride.
Easier said than done, but I'll try.
Sure. So you guys, go ahead.
This is as we're leaving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit my sister with a snowball.
Roll an attack.
On the road again. Let's get ready to get on the road again.
I don't remember. I rolled a 2.
Rough.
So this dice, I think, is going to be for everything except like specific characters that I already have like dice for. We'll see if she hits you.
Your generic dice.
She hits me.
Oh, 15 on the die for an 18.
Well, that's
Yeah,
shit.
she hits you, and she goes, "You should work on your aim."
I just flip her off as I leave.
You hear a little gasp from your mom, like, "Play nice."
As I'm gonna kind of ride by Braun and just casually go, "Do you need healing after that?"
Just for my.
But I'm gonna keep going. I'm like,
I'm gonna. When he's pulling up alongside Ron, I'm gonna like trot closer to like behind them so I can hear what he's saying. Did I catch that?
Yeah, Alabro's not quiet unless
oh no,
he's trying to
no
be.
way did I say that quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it was so much your health, but more of your pride.
Yeah. I don't think your healing can cure emotional wounds.
Oh, I haven't mastered that skill yet. Oh well.
I'm gonna ride faster to get away.
From our bullying.
Yes.
So you guys take off. What pace are you setting?
Uh,
I think
You go
Not-
like 30
we're not-
miles a day, but you can go 40.
Yeah. Well, and
If you hurry.
we're not
in
trotting.
we're in my
Favorite.
hell what's it? Yeah, favorite terrain,
Which is,
coastal.
yeah.
So I'm gonna be going fast, and they're able to travel all the faster because
and we're trying to
I'm
beat
good at
nighttime, so I'd say a pretty good gallop.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can.
we're going
not,
Hidalgo speed.
What?
That is meaningless to me. You cannot beat nighttime in a single day on horseback.
I know, but just as much as we can get. So I'd say a quick gallop. Horses won't get too tired in half a day. So
Uh,
Okay.
I mean, the
D&D canon, they can go for an hour.
I mean that's
But yeah, like you can take off at a quick pace. You guys I'll say you had a light lunch before you leave.
Oh, I
they've been stabled up
came to
anyway.
you
They
and
need
got
to
the
stretch
food
their
and just put
legs.
it
So.
in the haversack. I put the food in the haversack.
Oh,
if
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
totally.
Okay, so whoever, you're probably in charge because coastal, right?
Also,
Roll
just
a
'cause nature.
perception check -5 for the pace.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nat 20,
Damn!
and the -5
First one.
cancels out my bonus, so that's 20.
It's still not 20. Like,
Yeah.
with the nat 20, when you guys get to, there's like one little fork in the road that like led you to the banshee thing last time, and
If the front door's open, there's a cat that comes by the door and just drives me crazy.
I've been told to stop making cat noises because I echo my cat so consistently that it gets confusing. People think their cats are making noise. But in this case, your cat is making noise.
Oh, it was the funniest thing. The dog and both of them were like sitting at the door, like squaring off with this cat behind the screen. It was hilarious to watch.
Amazing.
With the nat 20, you feel very like just alert. There's not a lot that happens immediately. I want to go around the table and see what are you guys thinking about? Like, where are you in this traveling back? And I do want to start with Brana.
Like mentally?
Yeah, like where are you at in your headspace?
It's a weird place because before he was just ready to fight this thing because he didn't expect it to be that hard,
Yeah.
and then got real humbled real quick.
By the snowball?
No.
Both.
Both. No, by the Oblex literally almost killing him with no trouble. So he's a little nervous with that, and now also that he's gone back home. He's like,
This one just sucks.
really don't want to let her have to go to my mom. I'm dead. So
Feeling kind of like there are emotional
Blood stuck
stakes
inside
that
it.
maybe he wasn't like hyper aware
Yeah.
and present in before.
yeah, his brain wasn't there before, but now they're here. He's considering talking to the voices, but he's not sure because last time they haven't answered, so he's not sure that's going to yield anything anyway, other than gibberish.
You feel like the distance, you understand, I think, a little bit better that basically roll an insight check on the voices. I'm gonna roll a persuasion check from the voices. That was another 15.
14.
That's good enough to feel like you know how somebody who when they're a relatively empathetic person, if they accidentally trauma dump on you, they might give you a little distance to reassure you. It kind of feels a little like that. It doesn't feel super hostile. What the? What are you doing?
A pencil sharpener
Fix the
has
pencil
a
sharpener.
lead stuck in it, so we're trying to get it out. Sorry.
Okay.
And I can't seem to get it out.
Crazy.
Maybe?
I mean, I saw you had a knife. Just use the knife
I don't want to scratch my knife up. It's very
to
nice.
sharpen the pencil.
I mean, yeah, I could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
He thought you meant to get the lead.
I also
I
have
suppose.
a mechanical pencil with a thing.
Oh, yeah, here, I got one.
Yeah, I'm like, who needs a pencil sharpener anymore? Mm-hmm.
Pencils.
Yeah.
But yeah, you feel somewhat reassured that maybe it wasn't entirely you, that they did kind of go a little far and maybe
Yeah.
they were trying to be respectful or distant, not out of a hostility.
It's not gonna
He'll probably, like, whenever we stop for the night or whatever, or whenever we rest up before going in, he'll try, but not now.
Okay. That makes sense. Azarish.
How long are we talking? Just like the span of like until nightfall today?
I'm gonna say, like, which fort do you take?
There you go.
Because the one that was blocked doesn't feel blocked anymore. With that perception, you feel confident that it's not flooded.
I would ask you which one's faster, because that's the one we're taking.
The one that's not blocked would be faster, right?
Generally, yeah.
Thankfully, the way through the Banshees is not the fast one, so we could take the other one this time.
Good, it should be clear. Let's go.
We took care of the Banshee problem.
Yes.
It's not
It
faster,
doesn't
though.
make it
Good
fast.
point.
It's not faster, but also,
Yeah, the Banshee
I'd
battle
like
was
to
30
not test our
seconds.
luck.
I mean, at the very least, there's a very rickety bridge that we don't need to cross.
Yes.
I've forgotten about that with,
Yeah, the
with the
horses
banshees.
were
Yes.
Did not enjoy it.
not happy about that bridge.
Yeah. So during this time, Azra, you could maybe tell that she's a little deflated. Like, there's sort of like a, I don't know if you've noticed, there's a little bit of like a natural arrogance to Azra.
No. I thought that was
The
just
hell you
Christian
say?
coming through strong.
I mean, I always put a little bit of myself in my characters, but
And you only put your arrogance?
not just my arrogance.
Alright.
Eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
Okay.
Natural.
That's two. But that has dimmed quite a bit, as earlier she was remembering when Alabroth cast Death Ward on her, and when it faded away, and she was thinking about how she wanted to try and think about like planning for the fight, and was brainstorming spells that she could cast on the other members to help them, and realize that she has basically nothing.
That's interesting. Yeah, like, she has moments where she realizes that, like, her primary spell casting has been about herself. And even though she can be very helpful in damaging things a lot, there's not a lot of assistance.
Mhm.
Can she cast False Life only on herself?
That's correct.
Even that, like, False Life, I think normally can be cast on other members,
It
but
can.
the particular way that she took it builds into her whole thing,
Yeah.
where it's always been about her, and you find yourself thinking about Ori and how he had made you something, not himself.
Mhm.
He'd gotten the money and saved for it and everything, and yeah. Octavia.
I'm gonna text you a rules thing real quick.
Yep.
Octavia has that knot that's she's very familiar with in the pit of her stomach.
Called anxiety.
Called anxiety.
Does that not ever go away?
It has a couple of times in the last
What is
few weeks.
prompted? Like, what is that?
The thing that keeps repeating in her head over and over is when she heard the changeling talking to the biggest, deepest voice she'd ever heard, and how they keep learning and they keep growing and it keeps not mattering because somehow everything keeps getting stronger and harder to fight, and it doesn't matter how good she is or how much she's grown, it's going to keep not mattering. And then also in the back of her mind is she doesn't know whether she hopes that Aliphin is there or not. Yeah.
Chipmunk fame?
A name I don't know if she's mentioned to y'all.
Okay.
Not
By
as
name.
such, no. How do you think that relates to her relatively newfound enjoyment of the fight itself?
It's not. It's going up against it.
Do you think that that's in? I could be wrong. Do you think that's a presence that she feels in the moment of battle?
Yeah.
That
I don't think
doesn't extend
Yeah.
fully to outside of it.
Yeah. She gets really excited in the moment. Or excited is probably the wrong word. She gets something in the moment, but then
It's
it
called
fades.
red haze. But
It is. I was just trying not to call it rage.
yeah.
'Cause
That makes sense.
That was last campaign. But yeah, it doesn't really factor into how she thinks about it.
That makes sense. Ronnie.
Ronnie is. He's got kind of a pit of dread at the bottom of his stomach, which he is dutifully ignoring because it will not be helpful to him to dwell on that.
Do you think his dread is that the Oblex are being back in the room where he doesn't have his wind?
A little bit of both.
Fair.
Overall, the Academy has been a net negative on his having fun scale. Like a good time, it's firmly not something that has ever happened for him at that academy. So he's not looking forward to being back there for any reason. But particularly knowing that he's going to have to fight the Oblex again, He is, however, like, in service of ignoring his concerns over whether or not that is a winnable fight and whether or not they're prepared to fight it, wondering whether it's possible to get the missing knowledge from the Oblex after it's killed, assuming we can kill it. And he figures that's unlikely, but he also knows that there are things that you can do to make something not truly come back to life, but just be talkable to. And he doesn't know if those, like, if it would be possible to do both at the same time. So he's pondering that, and he knows that there is absolutely no way he will get that information because he's not going to ask anyone.
An intelligence check. Since you're thinking, I feel like you're thinking the most tactically at the moment, probably. I just want to see.
You don't think I'm not good enough as a tactical
Sure. It does so well for us.
It is okay. It's okay.
Oh, it's tactical. Okay.
Then you guys are the most tactical group.
16. Not bad.
With a
my
16, and I feel like this makes sense for Ronnie because this is only information that he has. Knowing that only 30% of the books are gone, you feel like that you don't know a ton about the Oblex, but you feel like he or it or whatever could have destroyed all the books. You don't think that's a barrier. So you feel some sense of hope that the books are being methodically destroyed, maybe, and so maybe that knowledge exists.
Yeah, well, because if the people who are having to read the books, because that's the only reason that it should be taking this long, and that he would, it's really because it's an ooze monster, that it would be kidnapping students is to make them read the book. The students might be prioritizing less important information.
They might be. They might also still be alive, and
Yeah, and if they're still alive,
they
then
might have that knowledge.
they can have the knowledge and write it down again.
Yeah.
Be
So
excellent
there's
test of
some
their
hope.
memories.
You guys don't
Key mind.
flat
Everyone
don't
took key
have
mind.
that information right now, but there's some sense of hope, and you feel the wind kind of in a comforting, a little bit warm atmospheric kind of thing around you. You're like, Alabroth
Are you watching Charlie
has
Brown Christmas?
The
No.
Peanuts gang in his head.
that's what it was. Has the calliope music going on in his head, apparently. What is Alabroth thinking about?
Little bit of dread, but mainly like going over the last fight and how it went, and protecting everyone, like going through what spells he's going to use to like make sure no one dies or gets close to death. Questioning like, do I have the correct gear? Why did I get this stupid mace? I should have gotten a shield.
You have a shield.
A new one.
Could have gotten better.
There's actually a shield that he's like he knows of that he would probably have liked to have because it would be a boon to the group instead of a mace that cursed him. 'Cause, but no, that's his like. How am I going to keep everyone safe? Are we going to live through this? Why are we doing this?
How much do you think he's sharing his concern with like
Not
Bahamut?
at all.
With,
Oh,
how much is that playing a factor?
daily prayers on that one. Probably asking for any favor, that Bahamut may grant. Please keep these people that I've grown to want to keep alive. Please help me keep them alive.
Roll an insight check for me.
Ooh, insight. Yes, that's a good stat for me.
Yeah.
Use the new dice. It failed me. 14.
With a 14, I think you find yourself like praying for like what spells do I choose for tomorrow? What spells do I choose for this fight? And like a 14 is good enough for you to like you guys are level what 8 now?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you just went to?
Yes.
For you to have started to become more familiar with the idea that how close you feel to Bahamut at any given point doesn't 100% reflect how present he is with you. So you don't feel a lot of like deity given knowledge to you about what spells to choose and stuff, but you don't find yourself freaking out as much as you have in the past when you don't feel that closeness. And you find yourself reminding yourself a little bit like he's still here. He doesn't seem to be mad at me.
I'm good enough. I'm capable enough.
Yeah.
I got it. People like me.
Some people. Not everyone. And yeah, so you guys ride along. I will go ahead and say for that first evening, your horses are pretty worn out by nightfall. You've made good progress. You think you'll be there late afternoon, early evening the next day. And you guys stop, I assume, because...
Slightly off the road.
Yeah, it
As
is.
sheltered a spot as I can find.
You find a spot, like, kind of a cutout. There's some, like, caves and stuff, but not, like, rock caves, like little hills and mounds. And the snow is piling up at this point. It's been snowing some for days, and there's probably a couple feet on the ground. So yeah, you pull over without incident and pull over. Do you guys take watches that night? Do you? You're able to go out and find some fresh rabbits and stuff.
I'll take the first watch, but I'm also going to cast Guardian of Faith. 8-hour duration.
I'm gonna take second so that I can test out my new ability to see in the dark.
You'll have my Guardian keep you company.
Yay!
And I'll take third watch.
There's so many night vision types around now.
I guess I'll take last watch. Has that been called yet?
Well, there are 3 watches.
Oh, okay.
There are
One,
3
2,
watches.
3.
You guys can double up if you want, as you see fit.
Yeah, I'll wake up for the middle one.
Yay!
Oops.
So,
We can
Alabroth,
have
go ahead
stilted
and roll
conversation.
a perception check.
So stupid.
That's alright. Hang on, I got off of my character for a second. Let's see what my modifier is on that. Perception, okay. A 1.
Are you serious?
That's with the new dice, too.
It
stayed up.
is
What
cold
was the first one?
and dark.
Okay.
But your watch passes without incident.
Thank God.
Lucky.
You find yourself you're kind of lost in your thoughts from earlier. Not
Okay,
a lot
cool.
happens. You guys, for second watch,
16.
10.
Come on, brother.
I'm scared.
it is cold and still, and several times, Octavia, you're like, and then it's the horses, and you're like, it's fine. They're probably just nervous because I'm here.
Do you think we've
Oh,
warmed them up enough?
while we're doing that, I will like take care to like brush my horse, make sure she's eaten more, like drank more. I don't want her to be all raggedy whenever we
You guys
get.
have to melt some snow and stuff for the there's no other fresh water source, but
I'm able to warm. Yeah, I can warm up to however many, like 5 pounds of non-living material.
I could do sacred flames.
I can just
You're
build
not
a
awake.
fire.
You could lick
I
it.
mean, well, okay.
There's a little thing
Did
inside
you
the
just
box.
actually lick your
No, I didn't actually. No, this is silver. I don't want to stain it.
There's a little.
really,
Just warming up the dice. Getting it
you
ready.
guys have any kind of? It,
I mean,
and it's okay if you don't.
It's awkward and it's very, very, very surface level.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're both too tense to carry on like a real
Yeah.
conversation.
talk about like my haircut, like just extremely surface
It's
level.
the weirdest like shift you guys have
Look.
ever had.
Trying to talk to my guardian of faith.
Lovely weather we're having as it's snowing.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it would very much more be like, are you enjoying your haircut?
It's nice. Thank you.
I feel like Octavia.
Assume it's lighter.
There's a good chance Octavia just stares at her horse like a good portion of it, going,
Why don't you?
"People are like horses. My horse hates me. I'm not good enough for my horse."
I don't understand.
Do you say any of
It's a
that?
horse. No, but you see me just looking at the horse.
You're going to spook it
By looking at it.
by staring intently at it. Yes.
Roll me an animal handling, I guess. I want to see if you'd catch this.
It's not a great roll. 6.
These new dice are trifling.
They're camera shy.
Ronnie, you have no idea what's going on. Your horse seems to like you fine, and you have wind. And it seems like that should be a problem, but it hasn't been. But every time Octavia's horse looks at her, the whites of its eyes show, which is very bad for horses.
Terrible.
Ears go bad.
Yeah, it's very much like the dog like
Yeah.
face. And you're like,
But at least I reflect that.
yeah. At one point you get very amused because they have the same expression. It's just like
Absolute and total distrust. Just no.
they're not bonding. But your watch passes without incident. You guys go ahead.
Hey!
That's real
19 total.
Dirty 20.
You have disadvantage because it's dark.
Do we not have a camp light?
You do. You can see 20 feet. Oh, it
Do you
doesn't
want
matter
to see
with the
do you wanna
dirty
see further than
20.
20 feet?
13 still.
It doesn't matter. Nothing happens. It is dark and it's really pretty and quiet, kind of. It's clear skies right now, which is a little weird because it's been snowing all day. But I think everybody's lost in their thoughts more than normal.
Can we see? Is it like clear or is it just not snowing?
Right now, it's clear. There's you're away from the light pollution. There's not a lot of light pollution. It is, you can see all the stars.
Strassas, but
And you're high, well, you're higher ground, so the stars seem very clear.
Mm.
I'm gonna enjoy the stars and the moon.
Yeah, it's nice. It's there are 2 moons.
Enjoy both of them.
Yeah, one of them is closer to full, and the other one is just a little crescent. But they're abnormally close in the sky right now. Haven't charted all their patterns, but it's very much like Tatooine. Is that Tatooine?
Yes.
Yes, the double sun kind of vibes. Beautiful analog film moments. And yeah,
John Williams score playing gently in the background.
That's when we found this boy.
it's a whole nother year. Anyway, we are going to take a brief break there.
Yep.
And we're gonna hydrate and pee, and we'll be right back. Yes, in a few minutes, and everyone will survive equally well in the second half.
I have my doubts.
I'm so nice to have that guarantee beforehand.
People who are supposed to be
Okay.
rejoining us.
Hey!
And we're back! Yay!
Like a dirty Stanley.
And unmuted.
Yes, like a dirty Stanley.
Sure.
We were talking about how much we loved Elvira.
Check our volume.
I made sure to unmute and everything should be fine.
I mean, I believe you. It was more about me. Like, I constantly bump my microphone
good.
and all sorts of
And lean
stuff.
away from it.
So,
Yes.
breakfast.
Next morning comes. You guys have dried fruit and jerky and probably some stuff from last night. The sun is rising.
Tank
It's
is clean.
huh?
We are getting out of the tank is clean.
The tank is clean!
How do they float on the water at the top with full bags? Anyway.
There's air in the top.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
So yeah,
They're
back
above
on
the
the
water.
road.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back on the road, Ronnie roll another perception check -5. The sun is
-5.
blinding.
Because we
'Cause we're
are
Russian.
booking it.
And also the sun beaming into our eyes.
That's
from
the
sun.
From
in-universe
2 different
reason.
locations.
Yeah, try that one again.
17.
No, I meant from the snow.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. You guys,
Pretty
Flat
good.
roll.
huh?
I said it's great for a flat roll.
Yeah, it's very good for a flat roll. You guys go most of the morning without
17.
incident.
Oh. Your wording
Sorry.
brings about dread sometimes.
You'll be
correct?
fine. You're not gonna suffer any kind of
You just-
surprise because of this. And I want to know what Brana thinks about this specifically, having done this road as well. It's not your first time on this road. You're going in the early morning. There's a lot of, there are some rock faces, and you find yourself in pretty narrow roads. And your parents had always told you, oh, this is the safe route to go. I want to know what Ronnie, I'm not going to make you roll, what he thinks about that.
What Rana thinks
Rana.
about that?
Yeah.
It's like you're looking
No,
right.
what does Ronnie think about the fact that Ronnie's parents told him that?
What do you think, Ronnie?
No,
Read his mind.
Oh, I can help with that.
And you remember, being
Discover
totally
it's the Wii Shop
relaxed,
music.
but in this moment, you look around, and part of it's the snow, and it's falling on these rocks, and it makes the road kind of feel pushed in more, but
Prior to the Banshees, Brana would have felt just fine, it's the safer route, everything's fine. But now he's tense because they also told him the Banshees weren't real. And it was just a myth and they were there. So he's on edge.
I think Brana has this moment of realization where, there wasn't maybe entirely a safe way
Yeah.
to go ever. And, maybe wonders, his mom, I think he's observed some things about her that make you believe she's more tactical than you thought, and you find yourself kind of, huh.
Mental note to ask later.
Yeah.
Oh, my proficiency bonus is supposed to be doubled in favorite terrain. Oh well, whatever. Sorry.
So, as you get to the narrowest part of the road, there's a kind of that scene in what was the Star Wars movie, the first of the prequels?
The Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah, all the race and
The
all
pod race.
the.
Yeah.
It's very much like that in the narrowest spots. You actually have to get off your horses at some point, and there's snow piled around. And since you rolled so highly, you will not be surprised by this, but as you hear kind of the wind echoing in these like narrow caverns, you start hearing a noise that you feel a building sense of dread as you realize this sound is too rhythmic to be part of the wind going through these caverns. It's kind of this.
Oh.
What does Azra, or what does Christian think?
Christian makes that. He thinks that sounds like flapping wings.
It does sound a little bit like flapping wings. Like really, really. It's too big to be a bird.
Is it another harpy?
You hear this.
A harpy, yes. A harpy, yes. Prepare
and then
for
they
one harpy.
start kind of building on each other, and you start hearing this.
Do we have time to do anything?
I mean, I just warned everyone.
Okay.
You probably have time
To cast a spell.
to look around. I will let you cast an action spell.
Well, we got into it on this one. I want to do motivational speech.
No,
It takes
yeah.
a full minute.
Yeah.
Actions and
Is that one action for like each of us to prep?
Yes.
Okay, bless. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta do it at second level to get Ezra. So, okay.
Do you cast it on yourself as well? Or
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, so sprinkling of holy water and Muhammad, bless the party. And I get all 4 of them at second level.
Okay.
False life.
Extra D4 on your... Hold on. Y'all get an extra D4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
You
cast
cast
fists.
I cast getting fists ready.
You do have time. You don't have weapons.
Oh, I need to roll portent for today.
Yes, do that.
Remember.
Are you up to 3?
3 and nat
rolls yet?
20. What's that?
Are you no more dapping? No, I'm not
It's
trying
not
to
2016.
dictate you.
Yeah, I cast
No,
some
do you have
magic.
3 rolls? I know you get
Uh,
3 at some point. Did that happen with level 8?
Not yet, it looks
Okay.
like. I just have the 2.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Hell, that sucks. Okay. I have protection from good, or from evil and good.
Where's my false life thing?
And as you hear that rhythmic beating and you all kind of take a minute and prepare, you hear this noise coming from above. And you look up and you can go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, that's real good.
Yeah!
Oh, your dice failed me twice for the first time, which was good for you guys.
Oh,
Just a little.
Okay. How do I switch?
Just make sure
cameras?
everyone can be heard.
there should be another scene on there.
Battle map.
Is that what it's
If
labeled?
it
Battle
gets-
map?
It's gonna get louder when I turn it down then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I
So.
mean, if it gets a little louder, it's not bad, but if it like
Okay,
starts going
perfect. So this,
Oh,
you guys
I need
move
to-
your mini.
Okay.
This set
Oh,
is kind of messy. It's weird. Go
wait,
ahead.
did you switch
We
scenes?
were able
Did you
to
transition?
get one action in before
You have to hit
initiative started,
the
right?
transition button in the middle.
Sorry. Let me hit this transition button, and
It's
then I
still-
will ask you to. There we go. Did that work?
Is the battle map on the
Yep.
right pane?
Yep.
It's right there.
There you go. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
We were able to do one action before initiative started. I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on myself.
What does it do?
Selfish.
This protection grants several benefits. Creatures of okay, so it until the spell
Only that
ends,
pen position.
one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throws.
Okay. This, I don't think, interacts with that. I don't think. Let me double check. I have this prepped in here.
Y'all better not forget those extra D4s on your rolls. I will get up from this seat.
That was me too, right?
Yes, you got
Okay.
it too. All 4 of you got it.
No.
Got some power in
not
your
that.
corner now. Ammunition in your hand.
He doesn't.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's worried about being frightened. He doesn't
Wait,
know.
you can't be
Me
frightened.
too.
Or you can't be frightened
my
by those
character.
things.
Yeah, I can't be frightened.
Man, wait till I
Okay.
get Heroes Feast.
I'm looking for my
That'll
encounter.
be good
Give me a
breakfast.
Gotta
second.
get that bowl.
Oh yeah, I gotta find a bowl.
What?
Heroes Feast. It's like an 8-hour buff for y'all.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, but it's a 24-hour buff.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh,
it
yeah.
requires like a consumed.
That's like 1,000 gold to
1,000
run that.
gold.
Jeez.
But it's worth it.
It is. It's got some really cool bonuses.
If you know you're going into a battle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like the
Okay.
speech.
Yeah, which would have been, but it's only been for an hour.
Okay, so this map is messy. It will not harm your minis. It is decorated with artificial snow on clearance from Walmart.
Oh.
But it's paint proof, I think. Like it didn't harm the paint that I tried with it. Okay?
Ooh.
Why do you keep setting these up like they're going to be so disappointing?
This
Oh,
one is
that's so
messy. That's all I
cool.
said. Let me see if that's the right angle. These are
The
of
camera's over
course,
here.
Yeah, but if we turn
Yeah.
it, then half the party can't see.
Oh, okay.
At like this angle. I think you guys turn it as you need it. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
meant
it's-
to be turned. So well, they can see it now for a minute.
Is this harmful?
and I'll scoot it
Before I've
way
already
back.
started
No,
touching
it's
It's
not.
asbestos, so it's fine.
I tested it on everything.
We know for sure it
has
won't catch
no
on fire.
scent.
Yeah.
It didn't appear
It's
to
snow.
mess
Snow doesn't
with
catch on fire.
painting.
Neither does asbestos.
Um,
Neither does asbestos.
yeah, and
Don't you know
these
that?
are equally high on both sides.
Okay. So we're in the pass,
You're
right?
in the past, and
Okay.
you guys look.
I think Mia's just happy she's not the one that has to deal with my puns.
I'm so angry.
Alabroth's in the pass.
Which way are we headed?
You are headed.
Are we headed this way or
Yeah, I
this way?
think.
Because for marching order, because he's probably out front, right?
Yeah, I'm at the front.
Yeah, it doesn't actually matter to me. So
They're
whichever
coming
way.
Does anybody else just appreciate how Kat always pulls these out like, God,
Oh,
don't, these are going to be
so
so
dumb.
disappointing.
Oh, you're gonna hate this, and then we're like, oh my
I
goodness.
just said don't be scared of the map.
I only worked on this
I'll
for.
probably be
it's-
probably in back actually. If Ronnie's in front, then I'm in back.
Azra's probably mid.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
she is.
Do you want to be in front or behind?
I'll be behind.
Okay.
Behind the tank.
That would be Cass.
Yeah. Healer tank.
I will be behind Ronnie, so Ronnie's not.
Why does
afraid.
he have plot armor?
Well, that's a pull. Break glass in case of emergency power.
you're
And
keeping
as
it
you guys
very
look
clearly.
up in horror, ledge high above, you see not one but
nice.
two
Jesus Christ!
young
What? No!
white dragons.
No! Oh!
Went.
Hell yes.
I thought it was for lolsies that we said dragon.
I heard
First of all,
Harvey.
never using that word again.
Somebody
Out of my mouth.
complained that you fought too many humanoids recently,
That was me.
which is not why this happened, actually. But
We're gonna
Oh,
blame
boy.
her for it.
Yeah.
Humanoids are my favorite enemy.
Oh, also I can do something with humanoids that I can't do with these.
yes,
I mean,
Yes.
I have a very effective strategy
Can you
against
put that on our
this.
Humans
Instagram,
and
too?
white dragons are
Cor-
burnable,
Will you
right?
share that? Can you put it on our Instagram too? 'Cause you probably got a better shot than I could have.
there is something.
Do you have a player's handbook?
Yes, I do.
Something
There's-
I
Oh,
wanna
hey.
What?
There's some-
Monstrosities
there's a
are
monk
also a
thing that I
favorite
wanna look
enemy.
up.
There is.
Upside down.
Because then you
What
can
is
get, like,
your
shots
ability regarding difficult
pretty good angle right
terrain?
here, if you make
I
it.
know, like,
There you go.
rangers have some stuff.
Do you want a player's handbook?
I have one. I just
You
forgot to
do,
bring
yeah.
it.
Didn't I give you my?
You did. I just forgot to bring it.
You mother. Gave her a player's handbook.
My favorite terrains are coastal and mountainous. And while traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel. Your group can't become lost except by magical means, and you remain alert to danger even when you're engaged in another activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace while alone. That's just me.
Yeah.
And I find twice as much food, and I can track creatures better because I can find out their numbers, their size, and how long they pass through.
Okay, good. So, like, it hasn't slowed your group's travel, but you might encounter some difficult terrain within this. You do encounter difficult terrain. I don't think it slows you down ever, does it?
No,
Yeah, but you
Or at
guys
least
might
not
have to make
in-
ability checks.
not in my favorite terrain. I think we were altering that slightly for the Unearthed Arcana thing. I think I gave you that sheet.
Yeah,
For our knowledge, is this actually flat or is this also up high?
it's also up high.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I'm sure that was just for visibility.
Equally
Yeah.
as high as the other one.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
get something that would be
This
weird.
is bringing
my
back some
standard
PTSD. This is
way.
bringing back some PTSD for me.
What size are these again?
These
You spend
are,
a lot of time in like the
they
hot
are
gates
large
fighting the
size.
Persians.
Afghanistan. Mountainous regions.
Actually, similar. Yeah. Wow.
I need to.
Super
What were your
hard. I wish
initiative
we had it
rolls?
now.
Yeah.
Mine was 14.
14. That's right.
What was my initiative?
Yeah.
It was 20 actually. Dirty 20.
Okay. Cool. 20 Octavia.
21.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, 19. My initiative's only +1. Rip.
Just say rip.
Rip. Yeah. I'm dead.
Gotta be faster
Not
next
this time, not yet, Ronnie.
14.
Who has a higher dex between you and Browna?
That's actually a good question.
I've got an 18 dex.
I've got a 16 dex.
Okay. And
That's weird that I have a higher dex.
I had real
Alibra.
shitty
Lucky
rolls when I made my
13.
character.
Fair enough.
That is the highest one.
Wait.
Though.
What is? Okay.
Yeah, Octavia at 21, Azra at 19.
Now I got it.
Okay.
What was yours?
Alibra.
Lucky 13.
So that's.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen at the end of this initiative.
Hey, I gave y'all bless, so do something. Go beat
No,
somebody.
I'm not mad at you. I'm worried for you.
Octavia, go beat somebody. There.
I could. That was 9th level.
Aw,
Is that when you get running up walls, Matrix style?
Alibra.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't know if you had that yet. I designed this map with levels so you guys could do stuff. But I didn't know if you could. I didn't get around to that part.
Well, what is the actual canonical height of these cliffs?
I think they are, because there are mounds of snow and stuff, it's an uneven a little bit at the top, but they're anywhere between 15 and 20 at the highest. Okay, so I'm going to, ahead of any action being taken, I want Alibroth to roll a history check.
Ooh, okay. Where's my modifier on that? Not much.
Because you and the dragons are draconic,
8.
I'm gonna see you don't know anything about them.
My rolls have sucked today.
What color are they again?
They're white.
What?
Ronnie would probably know that that's not great because it's a color instead of a metal.
Before anyone asks, I don't know them.
We weren't going to assume that, but thank you for the thing.
Can you talk to him?
Azra lowers her hands.
Yeah.
I speak Draconic,
Uh,
but these are dragons.
Dragons are usually intelligent.
Yeah.
I would like to attempt to address the dragons.
Go
Cast
ahead,
commune
I'll
with
let
dragon.
you
Good morning.
try.
In Draconic, hello, we are merely passing through. We mean you no harm.
I will say you don't know anything specific about them with that role, but you know that Dragonborn go through their first major growth stage before they learn to speak.
Okay then, well,
So you might have suspicions based on that. But they don't respond to your words at all.
I turn. They don't care.
We are at the top of initiative.
How far is the cavern?
Huh?
How far, like, how narrow is the cavern?
It's as narrow as a few feet, like
Alright, I'm
5, which means you can move through. You can move through allies in 5 feet.
Yeah.
Fastball special.
You cannot move through enemies in 5 feet.
Yeah, just for kind of flavor, I'm gonna drop the reins of my horse, leap up, and kind of on people's shoulders and get to the front.
Ow.
And then I'm gonna.
The horses, by the way, they're behind you. That's
With
I
Octavius.
can put my shield up and give you a boost.
Yeah. It's a Wonder Woman.
very
When you stand on top of it, I'm just
And
gonna.
then
Nice.
I'm gonna pull back and hit the base of my hand on right below the dragons, and I'm gonna cast Shatter.
What's the range on Shatter?
60 feet.
Okay,
Holy
dope.
sh-
Do
And you
that.
see, a crack go up, and the ground beneath them start to crumble a little bit.
What is Shatter? What
You can
is
shatter the ground?
I can shatter. It's
You
yeah.
could shatter anything you hit with shatter, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was like objects and stuff.
Loud ringing noise. Each creature in a 10-foot radius centered on a point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, and metal has disadvantage on this saving throw. A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
Con saving throw?
Yes.
Okay. They have a
15.
pretty decent con, as you might imagine. The first one is a 21. The second is a nat 20.
Well,
So they save, they take half damage?
they do.
Okay.
Wow, that's garbage. That's 2 2s and a 1. So they take 3 points of thunder damage. But hopefully the ground takes 5 and something happens there.
I feel like if anything, we do not want anything to happen with the ground.
I mean, not everyone.
So
has
they
the
take,
range
you
that
said
they do.
3, is that
They're not
It's
going to come
thunder
down
damage.
to us. They
Halved?
can fly, and there
I'm
might be
hoping
an
something-
avalanche on us.
I'm hoping something will happen.
okay, so cool. They
See.
you see them
I
kind
just
of react like sidestepping a little, and you feel that pit of fear rise higher as they seem to just be irritated.
Yeah.
But you know that you did hurt them, and I guess whatever that is, they are hurtable. And is that
Actually, that's my action.
You did use that plus 4 on that roll, right?
I didn't roll, so
Oh, for shatter.
with my bonus action, I'm going to kind of look up at them and then kind of reach up my hands, almost like I'm putting my hands on like its jaw, and pull and try and telekinetically shove one of them a little bit down.
is that a
It's a bonus action.
yeah, but is that a second spell? Like
No, it's a feature.
okay. And what's the range?
30 feet.
Okay. So then what does that do?
Strength save of 15 or be moved only 5 feet, but
Oh. Hang on. That is a. It's only 13.
So it gets
So-
moved up. It gets moved 5 feet.
Which which one in which direction?
The one on the left and just towards me.
Your left.
Yeah, my left. So the one on your right.
Okay. So it seems vaguely unsettled by that, and because it's kind of off the edge, it's gonna have to start using its like reaction to fly. I'll give it disadvantage on its first attack.
Okay.
From that, and
Yep.
you feel like. Is there any size restriction on that? It's weird. Okay. Dope. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. And then you land and you're still the front?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's your turn, Azra.
How would she cast this? Azra is going to 90 feet. Yep. Azra is going to cast Elemental Bane on the closer dragon. It's at 4th level. It needs to pass a Con 15 save.
Okay. Your con is pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a natural 19, so it's a 26.
Yep. All right. So nothing happens.
Nothing happens on a 4th level?
Nope. You just choose one creature. No. Yeah. It's just a fail.
Okay.
I figured that might happen, but it would be super cool if it did do something. So
It'd been nice if it had hurt him.
yeah.
It looks deeply irritated.
Yeah,
boy.
I think Azra is going to back up to the horses.
Make a DC 10 athletics or acrobatics because it is icy here. I should have made you make one, but it doesn't.
That's a skill check, and that works with Bless, right?
No.
No?
It
This is
doesn't?
attack rolls and
No,
saving throws.
attack
Oh, yeah.
and
So,
saves.
yeah. Tax
Okay.
through.
But it's DC 10 for either. So it's not crazy hard. to
Natural
do.
12. So
Yeah. Okay, so you back up towards the horses, you said?
yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
To make it fail.
I would like to use my portent of 3 to make it fail the con save. I would
What's
love
the
that.
DC?
The DC was a 15, and I can give it a natural
Okay,
3.
yeah, go for it.
Thank
So what
God
happens?
you're here.
You're gonna remember your important rolls at
Maybe
some
the
point.
first time.
Yeah,
So
it
what
really
happens-
is.
What happens to it and which
Okay,
one?
so I choose fire. Anytime, the first time each turn it takes fire damage, it takes an extra 2d6.
Oh, dope.
And if it has resistance to fire, it loses it.
It does not have resistance. By the way, I know that like canon, I think ancient dragons have resistance to the opposite type of damage, as well as immunity to their own type of damage. I think that's stupid, so they won't have that. But also, young dragons don't
Also,
have that anymore.
please tell me these are not ancient.
They're not. They're young.
Ancient pygmy dragons.
That's what I was thinking. Is like they're just
Oh no,
just
no,
naturally very small.
Yeah.
no.
No, those
You'll
guys-
know when you see
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
ancient one.
We're fighting children.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, I was
fighting
gonna say-
Yay!
almost babies.
Oh no. Haven't learned to talk yet.
It doesn't
That's
take
wonderful.
any damage yet, though.
No, that's
Okay.
just, and that lasts for up to 1 minute, and it is concentration.
Okay, cool. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Ronnie.
God bless you.
They're both hurt with some sort of damage, though.
They're both a little.
Okay, cool.
Are you kidding? They took 3 points of
That's enough.
thunder damage.
That's something for me.
I cannot believe I'm throwing these. Yeah, you're going to jail. I'm getting new. D8s. Because that was garbage.
Azra, do you mention the fire in any way, shape, or form?
I think the way I'm trying to think of a way, like visually, that the way the spell is cast would make it like obvious, but I can't. So Azra just says that they'll be weak to fire.
Yeah. You see
That one.
probably like little flames kind of go around it, and it tries to like breathe out, and it's had like the smoky daytime breath of cold, and you see it just kind of sputter out as little flames kind of go in its face, and it pulls back a little as you at the same time will it to save or not to save against your fire.
You say out loud that it'll be weak to fire?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, great.
Wait, which one? I
fire.
can't see.
The one that is closer to me.
We don't have those anymore.
So
Okay.
the one to your right.
I didn't use all of mine.
Dragon.
Oh, and then Azra backed up.
I don't know why we wouldn't.
Jason, could you move Azra back to like the edge? on the
Okay.
map? Goodness.
The next JTX product, the stick.
The mini mover.
Why can this fucker swim? Anyway, go on. Sorry.
Those sticks are
It's
like
like a
poker for the
stingray.
It
chips.
has a swim speed.
like
I
a
think it's
stingray.
stupid. They breathe ice everywhere.
Oh.
It just seems dumb.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like.
But wouldn't it seem silly if a lizard could not swim?
No.
It seems
I would
insane to me that they can.
I would think it would make more sense for a lizard not to swim, since a lot of lizards live in places with not a lot of water.
It's fair.
Okay,
Godzilla can swim.
he's the king, though.
Oh, the
Well,
monster.
Ronnie, what do you do?
I
kings can
am
swim.
gonna use my
Everyone knows that.
planar warrior ability to give or turn all my stuff to force damage.
Right.
What's 14 plus 9?
Enough.
23.
Plus 3, so it'll be 26. 9 points of force damage on the first attack.
9.
To the which one?
The
The fire one or not the fire one?
This
not
is
the
one
fire
that
one.
Azra that was
Okay.
mentioned.
So
that one.
9,
Yeah.
and then.
Do we have
And
anything we could
then-
hang off the one that is marked? So that we know that's the
I
one.
keep meaning to.
The second one is a higher roll,
Uh-huh.
so that'll hit, and then
Nice. Cast
If I can get it off.
Yeah.
Gross.
7 points of force damage plus an extra 8.
Okay.
Mine are going out
That
a little
is
bit.
a lot of damage. It does not appear to be unimpacted by that. Like
Oh,
it's it's not like bloodied or anything. But yeah,
Yeah.
you definitely heard it. Is that your
There we
turn?
that is me.
Brenna. Brenna's like,
Oh.
Ron is
flanning?
panicked because he's considered that. He's more important against the fight with you. Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Because he knows what you can do, and he could easily get around you if he needed to. That's not really the case here.
Okay.
Also, me as a player, I'm pretty sure dragons can see. Or no, it doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Maybe big dragons.
yeah. We don't know about teeny dragons. He's not willing to take that chance. Can I discern how much it would take to climb up there? Because I have nothing ranged.
you can roll a survival, like a free survival check to see if you can climb up there.
I hope your survival's good.
I don't know. That face does not give me confidence.
I would love to have good survival as well.
Oh. Does that also, do I also roll the d4 for that?
That's
Or
true.
with that?
It is wisdom that
yeah.
is famously
That's a
not
check,
good.
so no.
Not
Okay, I didn't
bad
think so.
being wise.
12?
With
You
a
see, so-
12, you think it
I
would
think survival's
take
what you know,
your
not how wise you are.
action to climb up there. You do think
I think it's more a matter of applied knowledge.
you can hold your action as they're definitely threatening you,
Knowledge.
like your party, and it
Not
seems
all
inevitable
knowledge is
they'll
book
come down on their turn. So, but you can also throw your daggers. Yeah, fair.
With how my rolls are, I don't want to lose them.
What if you did the
I gave all
quarter
my
trick
darts
where
away,
you
I'm
tied
sorry.
little strings around them and then you could just yoink them back?
I don't think I have a string long enough for that.
Tie little strings around.
Yeah.
How hurt does the one that Ronnie hit look? Like, does
It's
it
not
look-
on death's door or anything.
Mm.
You have like a really long spool on your belt.
Just a big thing of twine.
Yeah.
I am just gonna go ahead and go balls to the wall because dragons are scary, and use my celestial revelation.
What? The
What
fuck?
is that?
It's the one where I turn into an angel, so I have,
Ooh!
so I can
Oh.
move.
Ronnie, you were always an angel.
Is that your action?
Yeah, I think that it takes my whole action. It doesn't say if it does or not, or yeah, it doesn't say if I can or not. Oh, you can use it as a bonus action.
Okay. So you can do that, and then you have a fly speed, right?
Yep, my fly speed is my normal speed.
Okay. So yeah, you can fly up there. Is this the first time he's?
Second time. Because the first time I did it, it was with the Banshees, and then I
Yes.
immediately got knocked out.
Yeah. What does that look like?
Very similar to last time with like you see the glowing black feathered wings like sprout from his back and like the
I will say the illusion, I
Probably
think, disappears for
Yeah.
that moment.
yeah
And your eyes turn white. And...
yeah the disguise self mask just doesn't work now. Take that off. Doesn't need.
In that
Octavia
moment,
just
it's
like-
like
I knew it.
anybody who's attracted to dudes is probably like
Anyone who's attracted to what?
dudes.
Oh.
Just
like,
probably has a
pretty.
little moment with that where it's like, man, probably everyone to some extent.
There's an
that they
appreciation.
feel attracted.
Just on
Yeah,
all
like
levels of.
seeing a dude who's lifting a lot of weights and is all sold out, like kind of that vibe.
It's like that show Lucifer whenever he pops.
Oh yeah.
Wow! Just the noises that came from around the
He's
table.
so hot.
He really is.
So hot.
Both Lucifer canonically as a character and
Yeah.
Tom
Ellis.
Ellis as Lucifer. Anyway, go
And,
on. Sorry.
I can't attack once I move, can I?
You can. You have your attack. You have your action left. It's a bonus
Okay.
action.
And I can get to the one with the fire ring.
Yeah.
Or I say the fire ring. That, yeah.
You can. Yes.
Alright, then I'm gonna fly up there and do a couple of stabbies.
I think you only have one stabby
Yeah, I only
stab.
have one stabby.
But yes, you
I'll-
stab it. Don't forget to add your D4.
Just go ahead. It's with the fire dagger.
Yeah.
And I do not get sneak
And he
attack.
takes two
He can see
extra
me. He
D6 if it hits, right?
Yeah, if they take fire damage the first time each turn, they take an extra 2d6. And it's each not each round, each turn.
Then I will
Okay.
put these two there.
Oh,
Each
wow.
turn. So if each of you all deal fire damage to it on
I
each
rolled
of
a nat
your
20.
turns, it will be an extra 2d6 each time. Oh shit!
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck did she roll?
That's 20.
So holy shit! Because your dagger, your fire dagger does
An extra.
an extra. Well, it does 1d6, but it gets bumped to 4d6 on
Yeah.
the crit.
Yeah.
So you get 4d6 plus 4 more d6
Plus
For the-
sneak attack.
for that.
No,
not
not-
sneak attack.
He can see me.
Oh, fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
he's not in range
How
of
could
an
you
ally
lie?
or
It's
whatever.
4 more d6 for
So you
his
have-
fire thing?
Yeah, so it's 8d6 plus the dagger itself damage,
Yeah.
whatever that
Which
is.
is like 3.
I think D4, right?
Huh?
For the dagger.
This whole argument with
Yeah.
Austin, like
Yeah, we thought it was D6,
I
but it
think
was actually
hers
D4.
is D6.
Yeah,
The
'cause-
fire dagger specifically is
Oh, okay.
because it's
So holy shit. 96?
that's like
I'm
holy
just gonna go ahead
shit, a
and
lot
move
of
all of
damage.
this out of my dice tray.
Yeah.
So I don't get...
Confused.
Yeah.
You need to make room. Jesus. While Cora tabulates the damage on those dice, I'd like to say please visit supercoolnerdshow.com or SCNSlive.com.
Alright, so... it's... I didn't separate the damage, is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine because you rolled extra dice for it.
Yeah.
So the dragon will take 22 points of damage plus 3 extra radiant damage
Okay.
from the thing.
25.
Yeah. So 25 points of damage, and I can't use anything else.
Okay. So
Cora doesn't get to one-shot something again.
Bummer.
Well, I was checking to see if I could do my necrotic thing, but I cannot do that unless I do sneak attack, which I couldn't do for this. Bummer.
the dragon looks fucking pissed and pretty hurt by that. That was a very significant blow on it.
You hurt its feelings.
Yeah.
Don't care.
And you feel a little scared that you're out there and you're lonesome.
Yeah, are you flying back down?
No, I use my whole movement to get up here. I'm gonna stay up here. Oh, I need to move my character.
Okay.
How to,
Okay.
so up here.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, buddy.
It's mad. You feel like it's probably not the worst idea that you guys aren't all clumped together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about that.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yep, that is all I can do.
You're just like up there flying like a badass. Alabroth.
Okay,
Man, these dragons roll terribly.
since there seems to be a theme
A
here,
4 and a 2.
I'm going to go
On my
ahead
new
and point 2 fingers and go Fire of Bahamut and cast Sacred Flame on the one that's taking damage. Make a Dex saving throw of 17.
Technically, but the one that's taking the
Dex
most
isn't
damage.
fantastic. No, he doesn't make it.
Okay, so he's going to
Sacred
take
Flame
full
is
damage
actually
on that one.
Radiant, though,
That's
I
going to
think.
be, well,
Sacred Flame is radiant,
Yeah.
not fire.
oh, well.
But it doesn't matter for your thing.
7 points from Sacred Flame.
Okay.
And I'm also going to cast my bonus action of Spiritual Weapon at 4th level.
Cool. That is the 1/2 cleric move. Which dragon did you cast?
I'm going to put the...
damaged one, the more damaged one.
Yeah, the one with the ring around it.
Okay.
So-
Cool.
The Ring of Fire.
I'm going to go ahead and put Spiritual Weapon right up there next to its face.
The other one?
Okay.
No, the one that's already taken damage.
And
If
you can
both
go
of them
ahead and take
Or
the
the
one who's fired.
one
The
that's
one that's got the
circled in
fire
red.
ring. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can go ahead and take a swing with spiritual weapon.
Let me see what that
It is an attack roll.
Get off of there. Sorry, I was trying to find my modifier on Spiritual Weapon. Okay. 1.
Would you?
Oh, natty. Natty
Nat
one.
1.
No.
Swing and a miss.
Yep, just... Okay.
Okay. It doesn't hit, but it does stay up.
Yeah.
For subsequent turns. With that, the more damaged one is going to fly down. You have a reaction. You can hit it if you want, or try to hit it.
I would like to try and hit it with a fire.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you attacking with the fire
Burn
thingy?
that spell.
Oh, wait, but with this? Oh,
Once
okay.
per round.
No, it's once per turn, and it's no longer Brana's turn, which means this is going to activate again.
If
Is
If it hits.
Does a 14 hit? No. Yeah, I
Damn.
didn't think so.
Unfortunately not, but it is. It's going to fly down here. And I need everybody who's down there, so not Brana,
Oh, no.
to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, so thankful you said
Oh.
Constitution. I'm good at those.
I'm very glad.
I'm actually great at them.
I think it's con.
Why are my rolls terrible today?
Our dice are very upset at us for not playing.
Saving throws get blessed, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Is it con? Have we confirmed it's con?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna. I did a nat 20 with my portent.
Ooh. Nat 20, nat 20.
Nat 20, which means I take 0 damage
Why?
because I'm a monk and I have evasion. So Octavia just drops into push-up position and avoids the entire thing.
That's Dex saving throws.
Oh, is it just
Yeah.
Dex
Yeah, it's
saving
just
throws?
Dex.
Balls. Okay, yeah.
So
You
half
don't-
damage.
Nat 20,
though.
take half, yeah.
I am going to I'm going to use a reaction. I did also roll my thing.
Okay.
A dirty 20 on that, but I am
On
going to
the con
use
saving throw?
on the con saving throw.
Okay.
And then for my reaction, I'm going to use absorb elements.
What does that mean?
That means one reaction which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. The spell
Okay.
captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you, and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Also, the first about it's melee. I don't do melee anyway.
So, I'm sorry, what does that mean?
Half damage, I think, right?
Well,
yeah, I
whatever.
got half damage anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause he made his saving throw.
I get 1d6 less of damage, which then I can then dish out to them.
Nice.
That's a really good roll. That's not as good.
Yay, not as good.
Okay, so halved for you three and not Alabra is 46 damage.
Okay.
Halved for the three of you plus minus your 1d6 or whatever.
Yeah.
I have a con saving throw to make for concentration on elemental bane.
Yes.
I need to hit a
13.
Yeah, because it's half of the damage taken,
Yeah.
minimum 10, and I get blessed with this.
You do get blessed.
How much damage was that
46,
again?
so 23.
Yeah.
How much?
Oh, yeah.
11. Yeah.
How much damage was that again?
46.
Does
you
bless have a
rolled that?
concentration?
Huh?
Have you rolled?
Is bless concentration?
Yeah, I roll. Do I need to roll something?
Bless is concentration. Yeah.
All right, so you'll have
I
to save as well.
didn't hear what the damage was.
It was 23 for you.
Okay.
Minus the d6. or
Okay, do you want me to roll that? I don't
Yeah,
really know
go
how that
ahead and
works. Okay. Then
Well, didn't Ronnie save? So it's halved.
Yeah, that is the half.
Oh, that is halved. Rip.
And what's
okay,
this?
so less 3, and I have 3 points of cold to turn back on, which probably won't matter.
Oh, I just hit it.
It probably
Jesus.
doesn't affect
It
them,
probably
but
is immune,
the
but it
the
is
point
Oh,
is
it's like-
for me
it's like-
to take
Oh,
less
I
cold
I
damage.
On the
thought that's
die.
at 8. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the saving throw for Bless?
It
And my con
is
is +2. So.
23. 3.
Huh?
It's 23 on a con saving throw. Yeah.
I'll go for it.
Let's go.
I
mean,
Let's
the
go.
highest I can roll is
Nat 20.
There's no point in not. So yeah. Nat 20. Holy shit!
24.
That is incredible.
That's literally 1 point more. My maximum is 24.
Incredible.
Wow.
So yes, Bless stays up.
That was the new dice too.
See, that's why you should be rolling.
I'm going to rule because these are very hard that the breath is going to be its turn. Because I think canon, they're supposed to have 3 attacks in addition to that, and that's insane.
Especially for little babies.
Well, the other dragon still hasn't gone.
I know.
Yeah. These are harder than I thought. Okay, the other one is pissed at Brana and is going to try and do its breath weapon at you. So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
With a D4.
I still can't believe I beat that second one.
I can't either. That's
That's
incredible.
Amazing.
What do I have to make to make it?
It's not super high. 15? 15 just saves.
Mm.
So you take, I'm just going to use the same roll for that one. You take 23 points of cold damage.
26, you mean?
No, it was 46.
Divided by half.
So
23.
half to 23. On as it stays up there, the other one is in there. You guys are all, you have cold to your bones, but you're all maintaining your energy, and Alabroth miraculously holds his concentration.
Mm.
You both did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled like 1 or 2 higher than I needed.
Yeah, and you feel like you breathe, each of you individually can't really communicate a ton in that moment, but you breathe this sigh of relief that so far you're holding it together.
Yeah.
Mm.
That goes back to the top of the round, Octavia.
I mean, Octavia's gonna shake out her fists, and they're gonna light with fire. She's just gonna go off.
Go off, queen.
12 plus 7, 19 for the first one.
19 hits. I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll the d6s for the
Fantastic.
damage.
Oh, okay.
Whoever does it, I feel like.
What do I should
You better be having that.
Okay, and when the attack hits, I can also deal an extra d10. I can choose to do that.
Okay.
So the first one is before I attack. The second one is after I attack. So the first one does, you said 2d6 for the
2d6.
Does, it's not great. That's okay. 17, 20, 21 points of fire damage.
This dragon is looking considerably less healthy.
Second one is a 5 for 12. So that's not great.
12 doesn't hit.
And then the last one is a 2.
Two.
Add your +4 to that.
That'll totally save it.
That still doesn't hit.
Hey,
Oh, if you rolled a 4
No,
on the
no, no,
last one?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. It's 5 plus...
It doesn't. It's not.
Plus 4 plus 16.
Ooh.
They have natural armor.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you missed by much, but it kind of glances off them a little, and you feel yourself like need to settle for a second.
I am
No.
gonna spend 1 more key point to do Flurry of Blows, so I get 1 more attack.
Don't you have to? Do you have 3 attacks with your action?
I have 2 attacks with my action. You want me to call before I do the...
Well, that was 3 attacks.
Yeah, so, I did 2 attacks with my action. I want to do 2 attacks with my bonus action by spending the key point. But if you want me to call that before I do my bonus action at all.
I'll let you do it this time. In the future, I do want you to call
Understood.
it before.
Okay.
But yeah, go ahead.
That is a 9 plus 4 is 13 plus 7 is 20.
Yeah.
All right.
20 will hit.
That's another 6 points of fire damage.
They look like... It looks like it had not expected to get walloped in this cavern quite as much as it has on the past couple turns.
Like we got to be hit in the face for the first time.
I'm so
But-
sorry. I forgot my other bonuses. That's another 8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't have, and I'll just tell you guys, it doesn't have resistances or vulnerabilities other than maybe cold.
Yeah.
You probably would know that. So, you can give me damage altogether, and etc. So, okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. It's 35.
It's a lot of damage.
You did like
I spent a lot of key points.
33 or something. 33, I think, damage. So that's not insignificant.
Yeah.
Azra.
Azra is... what's the distance between me and you? Is that...
quite a ways.
I would say 25. Yeah.
I,
maybe more.
7, so 35. Okay, I will move 5 feet up,
Okay.
closer to Alabroth.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use distance spell, and I'm going to cast mage armor on Octavia.
Okay. What is distance spell? What is that?
I can distance
Instead
spell.
of touching, you can...
Yeah, I can.
cast
I can
it
turn a
range.
touch spell into a 30-foot spell, and I
Okay.
think I add 30 feet, or I double the range of other spells.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
I just Didn't know that one. And mage armor.
Mage armor means that your base AC is not 10, it's 13. So add +3 to your AC, basically.
So my AC is now 21.
That's dope as fuck.
That's
Nice.
super cool.
Only for
look.
unarmored people, but
What
you're
is it?
unarmored.
What does it look like?
I think there's a... I think you feel like something knock against your back, and then something comes across your vision, and it's like a back piece of, like, arcane breastplate slaps against your back, and then it flips over and then locks onto
Like a
your
roller
chest.
coaster?
Yeah, basically.
You feel yourself like tense a minute, and then your vision is totally unencumbered again,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, this is
Yeah.
is good.
And
Azure, what does
you
that
hear the
feel
sound
like?
of, like, metal locking into place at your sides as the breastplate, like, like Iron Man style.
Your whole thing. Like,
Ting!
Yeah.
everybody else sees Octavia like glow for just a second with like this radiant bluish purplish energy, and then it just kind of fades like on old school RPG video games. It just like goes away, but you feel strengthened. What do you think Azure feels actually helping?
She's holding her breath.
That's fair. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that was my action and then my little tiny move.
Cool.
I guess I'll use the rest of my move to back up again.
Fair.
The wizard special.
Yeah.
I'm too close, man.
Ronnie.
Wreck it, Ronnie.
Okay. Question for
Oh, and that lasts for
you.
8
Yeah.
fucking hours and doesn't have
He
concentration.
knows which creature types protection from evil and good works on. Does Ronnie know that dragons are not aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead?
I feel like, yeah.
I feel like he would know that too.
Dragon,
Okay, so
not lizard.
I'll do that.
okay, so he has to drop protection from evil and good, but he's going to use his bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike. And
Which one is that?
you move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Once before
dope.
the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on a weapon attack roll on your turn. It deals an extra d8 of force damage on a hit. But regardless, my walking speed increases by 30 feet.
Holy sh... Yeah.
So bonus action, I'm casting that on myself. And I'm going to move to the other side of...
That's what I was hoping you would do. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, of the that dragon.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to attempt a touch attack. Do I need to roll for that? It doesn't... I don't... Yeah, it has a hit.
Yeah. I think so.
It's a 12 for a touch. Am I able
Roll
to touch
your-
it going past it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then...
And roll your bless, right? And your...
Oh, yeah.
Did you get all your bonuses and stuff?
I did not get all my bonuses.
Yeah, so...
Another +3 on it. And then... Oh, I also get that to... No, that's just attacks. Okay, so... 10 points of
No, what's the total to hit?
the total to hit.
Yeah.
I think that comes out to 17?
17
Yeah.
exactly hits.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Nice.
10 points of electricity damage. Shocking grasp.
Cool.
Nice.
And now I'm on the
On
other
the
side of it.
hurt one, right? The
Yeah.
more
The
hurt
red
one.
one, the fire one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, definitely shocks it.
Bzzzt.
Yeah.
And that is what I can do for right now beyond moving. I don't think I'm going to move though because I want to give you flanking.
We don't do flanking. No.
We don't do flanking.
We do environmental, like, cool stuff. I will say that for this turn, that the shocking it and dividing its attention, this very narrow cavern will be enough to give her advantage this time.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to have to undo the whole thing. But, like, we'd do, like, cinematic advantage if you can pitch a cool advantage, which is what I did for you this time. Can give advantage,
Okay.
but straight flanking doesn't. But, yeah, you feel like you've distracted it enough that it's kind of head swivelly and that an attack from the other side will
fly
throw
by
it.
so fast it couldn't even try
Like
to
the
get one in
fucking
on me.
wind. Weird. Is that your turn?
That is me.
Brano.
All right. If I fly to the other side of this one, would that be enough to use sneak attack? Because it says that it's either if I have advantage on the roll or if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet, and his spiritual weapon is right there.
Spiritual weapon does not give you sneak attack.
Damn.
You.
Yeah, they can't really do anything to it.
Yeah, it doesn't. You can get sneak attack on the other
Neener.
one from like above, if you want.
Above.
Well, because you have
Dive
allies
down on
within
it.
5 feet of it.
Like
And you are flying.
Like a peregrine falcon coming after
So
a
you can
pigeon.
hit the other one with
Yeah.
sneak attack, but
Okay.
not that one.
All right.
Well,
We've made it clear we're focusing on the fire one, so I'm gonna
Oh, Ronnie.
Fuck him up!
fly down there.
Fire's a
Swooping.
good thing.
She's gonna swoop like a peregrine falcon.
Hopefully, remember my dice.
Hit it real good with the knife dagger.
Yeah,
Hit
Ronnie
it.
has.
Hit it.
Nat 20.
Fuck out.
Holy.
He watched it roll.
I did.
So that's another
Okay.
like 8d6 or whatever.
No, the
Plus
20
one,
has been
so
coming this
9d6 total.
Hold on. Okay, so
Oh.
the normal is
Wait, doesn't the
10
weapon die would double as well?
10d6.
Well,
Yeah, it should be
Yeah,
10d6 last time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Well, hold on. I'm like mathing in my
So-
head how many
Hold
d6.
on.
While core maths again, we're gonna.
Should we make it
Plug our
11d6
website
for
once
this
again.
one attack? Okay.
No. Okay, so
I feel like I'm being
a good
pretty
pitch,
generous,
yeah.
but not.
so
Well, you also
it's
said they're too
not-
hard.
for
They are too hard.
How many for your
No.
thing? It's
What?
4 for your thing.
Yeah, 4 is doubled.
Okay, so
Never not
then it's
the
8
hustle.
for that,
But sometimes
and then
they're
my sneak attack is 4. So I need another d6 because the sneak
Is it
attack doesn't.
Give her a
normally
D6, damn it.
2d6?
No, it says 4d6. It went up with
Then
my.
it's 8d6 because sneak attack does double.
It doesn't say that in the
Yeah,
thing.
It's,
Just-
it's anything that
It's
anytime a dice is rolled doubles for
Yeah.
So,
Unless
yeah.
it specifically says otherwise, you double all
So
dice you roll.
that-
So I
Right.
will need another
Fucking-
4d6.
So while core remats.
8d6 of damage. These are not too hard.
Get-
It's so easy.
wrecked.
If you
Hold on, let me-
visit scnslive.com, you'll
I'm gonna roll
find a
these
tour review
back.
of the Eric Draven Mezco figure.
18. Holy shit.
Gonna
Brana
I mean,
like doesn't always
death.
come through, but when he does,
When he does,
holy
he comes through.
that is
Dude,
so
be
many
murdering.
dice. That's like max fall damage dice.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna take me a second.
I mean almost, but like
I mean, 1,000.
turn the
Cliff die!
Brana like a fucking like angel that is really mad at you from
Yeah.
heaven just descends with, and all of a sudden you see like these daggers seem to like replicate, and all of a sudden it's just everywhere, flames striking this fucking terrible monster.
No one say anything. So core can add all this crap together.
It's a big number.
Hey, math is
think we're gonna be able to
hard
use the
for
word-
some of us at the table.
I have it written
Some of us that I
down.
don't
Are
wanna
you
name
about to
names.
beat your personal best?
Absolutely.
50 points of damage.
Correct!
Plus 3 more for the radiant damage, so it's 53 points of damage.
Wait, what was your max damage on
I
the?
don't remember.
I don't
It was in
remember.
the six. No, it was over 60. So you
Okay,
didn't
so I
beat your
haven't beat
personal
that
best.
yet.
So this
You're adding your
thing,
modifiers to damage too, right? Like plus your dex and stuff.
I'm supposed to add my dex?
Yeah. It's just
Oh, yeah.
whatever
It's
it
damage.
says plus.
Yeah, like if you
It should say, like, 1d6
plus 4,
plus- yeah.
1d6 plus 3 or whatever.
Oh, right. Okay, then.
Yeah, wherever your weapon
50
is.
So it's at 53, so 56.
Yeah. This
I was
thing,
hoping that she was going to beat her personal best. But,
That would be cool.
this thing all of a sudden goes from relatively okay, like half-ish, to like almost dead. Like you see
What?
its wings go up in like a flame and kind of burning on the inside, kind of moving in slowly, and it looks a little like a WB cartoon,
I'm not done
just
yet.
Wile E. Coyote'd,
Oh, God. What?
charred and black.
And I'm also going to.
And? Jeez.
I mean,
That's
that's
a bonus
one thing.
action.
I still have a bonus action.
That's
If it says I
Ron is theme
can
now.
target a second creature, can I still target the same one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to, as my bonus action, use Whales from the Grave and do 8 points of necrotic damage to it as well.
It is very nearly dead.
It's got like 3 hit points.
You feel like a light breeze could knock it over.
Ronnie.
Ronnie!
Ronnie!
Light breeze.
Did you
Uh,
give me 3 or did you give me 4? Which one? It's this one.
Yeah, and is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all my turn.
Alibra.
All right, first off, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds
it
on
all in.
myself
I'm just gonna
Okay.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that's going to be
Step on that dragon's neck.
Put upside down on the tree.
5. 13, 23 points of healing.
Cool.
On
You
who?
need it.
Myself.
Good.
'cause
Yeah.
Good. It's when we need
It's
to
like you
heal.
passed the saving throw now.
That's what I was thinking, actually.
Oh.
It's as if you passed, but you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't have to be
And,
such a bummer about it.
For a bonus action, since my spiritual weapon is still up, I'm going to smack that one on top of the cliff, because that's where my spiritual weapon is.
Okay.
Let's see. What was that bonus again?
I'm
Plus
glad
9.
that did so much damage because Ronnie was.
That's going to be
absolutely focus
21 to
firing.
hit.
That hits.
It just so
Uh,
happened that.
And it was 4th
that
level,
dragon's right
so
there
don't
in front of him.
forget
He's
to
going
add.
Yeah, I'm adding 2d8. for
Yeah.
that one. So that's going to be
It worked out in our focus fire favor.
11 points of radiant damage on that one up on the cliff.
His force damage.
Is it force damage?
Yes.
Yep, it's force. Sorry.
That's okay. It doesn't really matter this time, but
So
like.
I'm healed and I got spiritual weapon to take a swipe at him, so I'm good for now.
Yeah, it definitely is impacted by it. It takes a step back. They have this like,
Right on the side of its face.
yeah, just very like dog-like reactions, and that they keep getting hit by stuff and they like
Yeah.
backing up a little. Is that your turn?
That's pretty much all I can do. I don't
Okay.
do a lot as a
I
cleric.
have to roll something very, very critical. I have to roll to potentially recharge their breath.
Yeah.
On a 5 or a 6, it recharges. The first one, the super hurt one, rolls a 1, so it does not recharge.
It's 5 and 6, right?
Yeah.
I should have
The
probably
second
patched
one
that with
rolls a
spiritual
6 and does recharge. So,
Lovely.
but it's the first one's turn. The first one is going to take a bite at Octavia, because you're still right in front of it.
Come
See
at me,
about
bitch.
that.
Gang.
All I'm imagining is like
I did say
Octavia
give
like
it
that.
disadvantage on its first attack roll,
Yeah.
which is this time,
Oh,
technically. So,
Octavia. Imagine you like the gremlin pose, but you're a blur going sideways.
it does not matter because I rolled an 8. I don't know what its bonuses are.
I mean, unless it's 14.
I mean, it is a dragon. That might be its bonus.
I'm trying to figure it
It's
out.
a baby dragon, though.
Is
Well, baby.
Dex
Probably
plus
doesn't have that high of a
proficiency.
Murdering.
So yeah, your AC is insane right now. So 20
something, right?
21, yeah.
Yeah. So the first one misses. It's gonna take 2. Oh, it says +7. It still misses.
That is a really high.
It's gonna take 2 swipes at you with its claws. The first one is an 18, so that does not hit. The second one is a natural 19 for 26.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So you take double 6s. So 16 points of slashing damage.
Whatever. Don't matter.
But that is its turn.
Somebody hit the hurt one.
It is still on death's door though. The second one is going to fly down. I'm gonna say you roll a Constitution saving throw. It is going to take out your horses.
Oh no! All right.
You monster!
With bless.
Horse!
Not for
Sorry, like this is.
Ooh!
Get
That was con is +2, I think.
And
So
+4.
yeah, 21
Yeah.
plus 4, 25 on my con.
What?
So
Azra can't be stopped.
save. You're still gonna take.
Yeah, half damage. Yeah, I still might be fucked.
Take half damage. I am a wizard. Oh, you are
20
not.
points of cold damage.
What's that?
20
Okay,
Not
points
bad.
of cold damage.
I'm at 13 now.
You've got little icicles hanging off the ends of your hair, but it's
Jesus.
fine.
Okay.
Roll a concentration check for me.
Yeah, so it was. I need to hit a 10.
Just yeah, and that's with bless if you.
Yeah, so 7. No, 9.
But you have bless.
That was with
Oh,
bless.
it's with bless.
I rolled a nat 5 and then a 2 and then +2. So Elemental Bane drops.
Ooh,
That's okay. I mean,
it
it's on
did
death's door
its
anyway.
work.
Yeah, it did.
Like, it really, really
Do
did.
we see that?
So this one flew down.
Yeah,
We
I
see
think
the
it's.
magic
I would
kind of
say-
thing.
I
don't
Between
think
you and Azra, I guess?
It is
No, it's
so
on the other side of Azra,
nearly
'cause-
dead
Oh, okay.
that it doesn't seem to matter a lot.
I don't want to
in the
waste a
moment.
key point.
It is up to.
That's still within range of spiritual weapon, though.
Wait, I would leave that on just so we can tell the
It's
difference.
60.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I mean, it looks so damaged
Yeah.
that
Okay.
it looks like it's nearly dead anyway. So I don't think she's stressed about
Okay.
that. Like you could tell this thing is like swaying. It's one of its legs doesn't work anymore. Like
Yeah.
What's its
my last
resolve
email.
looking like?
But it would be above you, though, right?
you think
So
it would
that
fly
one-
away if it had the strength.
What?
I'm trying to figure out where the other one is.
It's behind Azra.
But wouldn't it be...
Oh no, wait, it would be between y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This
But
was
facing Azra.
Oh
Yeah.
it was
Where it is physically.
the second dragon. was
Yeah.
the
The
one
second
that
dragon.
moved.
Where did it go? Is it?
It's way behind you guys in the moment.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so
Okay,
it
so
was out.
behind
It like
the
flew behind the
horses.
horses, it blasted them, and then got me at the end.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
cool, cool.
Okay. So it's real far from me. Okay.
It's pretty far from you.
Okay.
That's still 60 feet, so.
Yeah, Octavia, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit... what am I gonna do?
Far in its general direction.
You
You
already
probably
have
kill it.
that from
Do I? Okay.
Ronnie
At least on
moving.
the first one.
yeah on this turn because Ronnie like
There you
blew
go.
past
Well, that's a
it.
natural 19.
That will hit.
Blew past it and then like lit it
So
up.
that's
Yeah.
7 points.
Shocked it.
7 points of damage.
Almost
Oh.
almost dead.
Okay.
Resend that email.
17 to hit.
17 just hits.
Another 7 points of damage.
Dead.
Yay!
Falls to the ground,
So-
still smoking.
Yeah.
Like it would be in the way probably, but Ronnie could just blow past it.
It has horns, right?
They
They do on the minis.
they
have, like, going that
A
way.
little bit, yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of go up on the wall, grab one of its horns, and come run up and bring my foot down onto its head, or bring my knee down onto its head, and then keep hitting it on its head until it goes down.
Yeah, you feel like you've never like wished you were heavier. Yeah. But in the first strike you're like, and then you feel like the magic for dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel those teachings to like add your energy to your weight and you pull it down.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
And you
"My
weigh
momentum
more
will
than
fuck
you
this
do.
thing."
And you're like, fuck this guy.
Can I try and break off one of the horns?
Not
Monster.
as
No.
part of an action. You can after the fight if
As
you
my
guys
bonus
make it.
action? No.
I don't. You can try if you want, but like
Okay.
you have to roll a nat 20 to be able to do it. If you have nothing really to do with your bonus action, you
No,
can
because I'm
try.
just gonna move, and I don't want to use a key point to bonus action dash.
Okay, so yeah, roll if you hit a nat 20.
Nope.
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna
you're
give
like,
up
I'll
on
do that in a minute.
Yeah. I was gonna try to intimidate the other one. So yeah, I'm just going to kick down on its head and jump back onto the ground and run past Alabroth.
You don't think like anybody notices that you tried to break off a horn and didn't make it? You're just like, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm gonna keep running, and I have 45 feet naturally, so I can get definitely past Alabroth. I don't know if I can get to the other dragon.
I feel like you can get
You can get to the dead
you
horses.
can get to it, but it will take all your movement, and you won't have anything left once you get there.
I would just have a bonus action because I only took 2 attacks to kill it.
I'm gonna not make you make a key point, but make an athletics or
She's on the other side
acrobatics.
because she got to the dragon just barely.
Okay, so
That's garbage.
It doesn't
12.
have to. It was only 10
Okay.
to just not fall in your face
I
in the
think I
ice.
think I almost slipped and I just keep
So I'm
going.
not gonna make you use your bonus action to do the key point thing, but I am gonna say it takes the rest of
Okay.
you to
Yeah.
get over there, over the dead horses, and
Yeah.
all
like
of that.
Sorry.
Oh, excuse me.
Pardon me.
Just don't look at them right now. You feel maybe
That's
not
right,
as
I
bad
am
as
a
you
bad
should
girl.
that your horse is dead.
As soon as my turn happens, I will.
Azra, it's your turn.
As soon as it's my turn, which is now, I'm going to back all the way up my 30 feet of movement, and I will false life myself again.
Okay.
You're probably right in front of the other
where you
guy.
want to go?
Back
Yeah, back
30
up to
feet.
the front of the dead dragon.
There's
Yeah.
nobody here. Excuse me.
And then false life is just D4 plus 4 for my health.
I can't believe how
6.
fast you guys took out that one.
I mean, if someone didn't keep rolling natty 20s over here.
Yeah. Cool.
Mm.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, action and movement.
Cool.
I keep
Ronnie.
being busy with
Okay,
doing
I'm just gonna move this
What do you
out
mean?
of the way.
Move that carcass.
Ron has
Oh, when I take out the little
Ways
unknown
to
skull
go.
and
a
I just
range
kind
of
of like draw
He's
on
also
my
got
face.
65 feet of movement without
Carry on.
without provoking any kind of attack of opportunity.
From
So
the
he's-
dead dragon? No, he's
Yeah.
not going
Yeah.
to provoke an
Yeah, you
opportunity
provoke the
attack.
carcass
So
of the dead dragon.
he's just gonna come up here, and then stop moving that. Thank you.
Right, it's actually not healing.
Playing
My
a
bad.
warrior, force damage. He got a 22 and a 24 to hit.
They both hit.
And then total 18 points of force damage.
Okay.
So thunk thunk
Dope. This thing
Sorry,
also
what's force
looks
damage sound like?
thunk thunk.
hurt.
That's the sound of the arrows.
Yeah. Thunk, thunk.
It looks hurt, but still, like it's okay. It's doing okay so far. Brana.
Alright. Well, again, I have no range, but I think I can use my. If I do like
Do you
run-
still have your wings?
Yeah, I do, but I can't. I only have my normal movement.
Ropes have bonus action dash, which you can also use with your wings. So you wouldn't be able to do a second weapon attack, but you can get all the way over there.
Do a barrel roll.
Can you set me over here? Can I get to the other side of the
What do
dragon?
you?
Yeah, I took
Okay.
it. Is it still?
Yeah.
I took it out of the pack that Kurt sent me, even though I'm sending the rest of the pack back.
Nice.
I mean,
I mean, they're cool.
Yeah, the other ones are too big.
Yeah.
Fire dagger only.
I remember the
Yeah.
size issues.
And that's fine with me.
And there are people close to it.
That's not gonna
What did you
No.
do?
5.
That's
That 5.
not gonna hit.
That 5, I'm sure, critical attacks it, right?
you should not have done a barrel roll.
That's its weak number, is 5.
Yeah.
It's Achilles' heel.
Why did you listen to me and do a barrel roll?
Not super hits it.
My main point was to get over there and give advantage to everybody else. Because I figured.
How does Brana do that? You can do it, but you have to pitch a way that happens.
Yeah. So he sees Octavia just absolutely massacre the dragon at the end, just the cool running thing, and he's like, "She's got it. Okay, she's got it handled." So he's gonna turn around, he's gonna watch her run for the other dragon, and he's like, "Okay." Sees Ronnie is already in position shooting. It's like, "Okay." He's gonna fly as fast as he can to the other side and just. Like, he's gonna try and hit it as he goes by, but since he misses it, he's just gonna get in position to attack on his next turn.
I feel like Brana, understands in that moment. First of all, you're still getting used to moving in an extra dimension.
Yeah.
But as you crowd down on it, you know that even though this thing is huge, it feels kind of trapped because you're now coming in on it from above, and it's like it can't go anywhere without trying to go through somebody.
Yeah, and he's also aware that, both he and Ronnie can do something to it if he tries to fly.
You take a moment and you, will your wings to kind of beat louder and down on it, and it's intimidated by all of you guys in your fast, not easy fight.
Picked the wrong fight.
Yeah. Not today, mother... Alabroth.
Alright, I'm going to see if I can help everybody out. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 4th level. I'm not going to do
What is
anything.
that?
It was a 1.
You have advantage because Brana.
Let's go. Why would you roll the same dice? Thank you.
Because he's loyal.
We don't want to hear from you.
Okay, that's going to be 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Different.
Maybe he could have gotten higher.
You and your superstition.
That's going to be 76 damage. Let's see. 9, 10, 16, 17, 26 points of...
Okay. Get him.
26 points of radiant damage. Next hit off of it is going to have advantage. And with my bonus, I'm going to call Spiritual Weapon down to take another hit at it.
Is it within 20 feet?
It's 60.
No, it's 60 when originally cast.
Oh.
20.
Uh,
I'm very confident about that.
okay.
Very confident.
Within 20.
Like it can move 20 feet.
No.
Oh yeah. That's what I was very confident
Oh,
because
yeah.
Christian
It
corrected me
probably
last
can't
session.
make it all the way there.
Okay.
I corrected you, but it can
Only made
move
it back.
20 feet closer, so the next turn it can make it.
I think I told you don't.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move my Spiritual Weapon then.
I think PayPal.
So there's no bonus action. Just
Yeah, you did.
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
does that count? Moving it? Does that count as my bonus action? Just moving it?
I don't know.
It should say. Does that count as movement?
Yeah,
I think it does.
I think
It
it
should
can move
say-
and strike as your bonus action. So
Yeah, but I
If you
didn't strike.
But
can't get within
I
range,
still
then
think it counts.
just moving.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Well,
I
then
think it still
I mean,
counts.
yeah.
Oh, well then I guess I still have a bonus action I could do.
No, I don't think
Oh,
you
I can't.
can
Oh.
if you move it.
The
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm done.
But the good news is it will give the next attack advantage, which is
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was at 4.
I'm gonna roll this in front of the board because a 5 or a 6 is bad. It's the breath weapon charge. Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Does not recharge its breath weapon. These are. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check to see if it knows that Octavia's hard to hit, but I don't think it does.
You big dummy.
I feel like it's a little too panicked to worry about it now.
Yeah. I feel like it's unlikely. Yeah, no, it doesn't know. So it's going to roll its attacks on Octavia. So the first one is a 19. It's not gonna hit. The claw.
Did you see the little head movement?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them doesn't hit, but the other one is a 22.
Yeah.
So
That's unfortunate.
2.
Dumb dragon.
It's not as good of a roll. It's 11
Okay.
points of slashing damage. But that is its turn, and it is your turn.
It is my turn. Alright. Okay. I am going to hit it a lot. So,
It looks hurt, like, significantly, but it's not on death's door.
And you have advantage.
I have advantage.
And
Yes.
bless. Holy shit.
I cannot read this new dice. Okay, 9 plus 3 is 12. 19 for the first one.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So 18, 20, 25 for the second hit. Another 8 damage. I'm going to bonus action flurry of blows.
Okay.
And keep hitting it. Yeah, definitely keep hitting it. 22 to hit.
Okay.
For another 6 damage.
And she hit it, and she hit it, and
Last
she hit it.
one.
And then she hit it some more. And she hit it some more.
15, 22
Mm-hmm.
to hit, and another 7 points of damage. So, yeah, just not a lot of form. She's just hitting it over and over.
I believe the term is
With-
waylay.
With
It
the
hits
same
you
fist.
once. It takes a swipe at you, and it does hurt with its claws. And then you just like respond by just like beating the shit out of it in a lot of ways. And it looks very hurt now.
Good.
So does Octavia.
Yeah, Azra.
Azra is going to.
Go get a sandwich because this fight's over.
It's not swaying yet, like the other one was. It doesn't look about to fall over, but it does look scared and trapped and hurt.
Let me check the range on this.
Poor baby.
Yeah, poor
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Is that going to stop you from hitting it?
No.
Never does.
What's the
It
total on this?
almost killed our wet paper bag.
The horses are dead because of this thing. No mercy.
3.
It's not
Horse and I
huge
weren't
loss.
very close.
Okay, I am going to. I think if you'll, yeah, I think this is gonna work. If you'll allow this, I would like to launch a fireball that arcs until it like is above the dragon's head, so that it is high enough that Octavia and Brana are out of range, and then I would like to like pull, and then the fireball explodes over the dragon's head. So just. If the fireball is a exploding sphere, just the bottom of the sphere catches the dragon, but Octavia and Brana are
would
safe.
let you do that, except Brana's right above it.
Oh, Brana's above it? Oh,
Yeah.
you're flying?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, never mind. Then I'm...
So much for your air burst.
Well, no, I'm on the other side because I specifically did that to give her advantage.
Well, you did above because Alibroth was on the other side.
Oh,
I could just do 4th level magic missile.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
I think that would be safer.
Yeah, sure.
Considering how much damage we've taken.
No, if I thought
being
Alibroth was on
hit
the other
with a
side.
dragon.
If they're
No,
all
I haven't moved. I've been in the same spot.
Yeah.
I just turned around.
yeah,
dragon over here?
Well, in that case, you could angle it to not hit
Yeah.
I did do the match with this. Come on.
No. If she's allowing it, then I'll do the
Yeah,
fireball.
I'll allow it. I thought it was like kind of flanked and somebody on top.
Okay.
Like, if it's-
Then yeah. I launch a fireball. Octavia, you feel the heat like graze over the top of your head, and then right as it is above the dragon, Azra like pulls a hand down like she's pulling a ripcord, and then the fireball explodes over the dragon. And that's 96.
Was that a dex save?
Dex save 15.
Do you need extra d6?
Yeah, I've only got one.
Does not have a.
How many?
I've got 5.
How many do you need?
Oh,
I need 9, so 4 more.
that's a 10.
from over
I
here
rolled a
and-
10.
And it's
Yeah.
Have some tiny dice.
Yeah, you roll a
They're
10.
little daddies.
Yeah.
So full damage. All
Yeah.
right. All right. That's 5, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 29, 32, 35.
35 is exactly.
Holy shit!
Like, I have not written anything new on this page.
35, yeah.
Nice.
Azra gets a kill.
Yay.
How do you kill this? What does it look like
Uh,
at the very end?
I think its wings are up in the air like it's like rearing back, and I think the fireball first burns its wings, and the fire just like arcs down to like its back, and then like burns through its spine.
Yeah, you see these bat wing kind of light up from the inside like a tree that's caught fire, and it kind of branches into it and down, and it just like it stands there for a minute, and you're like, "Is it okay?" It just kind of
Is it okay?
crumples to the ground, and all of a sudden it looks barely any bigger than the horses. You're just like, yeah, you guys are out of combat.
Woo!
Okay.
Azra breathes again.
What are your hit points at?
I'm at like 13.
13. What's your max?
My max is now 50.
50? Okay.
I'm at 10.
You have 10 hit points left.
Yeah.
If you want
Why
to, if you
Why
want
did you say anything before
My
now?
touch doesn't look good.
well, do you want a short rest before we cast spells?
No, I do. No. I'm not doing a spell.
Okay.
Channel Divinity.
I mean,
Split 20 between the two of them.
Okay.
10 each.
No, you get 20 each.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Channel Divinity is 40. You know what? We're gonna short rest.
You guys are only about, this narrow part is only like maybe a half a mile total, and you were most of the way through it. So yeah, it opens back up in another couple 100 feet, and then there's a little like crook where you can just kind of sit down in a little circle, and I'll take a minute and you listen, and you don't hear anything. Like,
Okay, well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and hit. I get 2 casts of Channel Divinity. So, what are you at right now?
I'm now at 33 out of 50.
But if we're short resting, we can just.
I get
we
another
can-
Channel Divinity after a short rest.
But after short rest, we'll heal from our hit dice.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
Okay, never mind.
So we'll heal the number of hit die?
you rolled hit die.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and shortcut this. You do not encounter anything else today.
Yay!
All right. Short rest though.
You guys take a minute and you rest, and it was, you hadn't stopped for lunch yet, I don't think. So you take a little bit and you
How many hit die are you able to roll?
Mine's
It'll say when you take a
1d8
short rest.
plus-
roll
4.
8 hit dice.
Oh, I got max.
Oh yeah, 1 per
8.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be the same kind of die that you roll when you're rolling HP for leveling.
Yeah.
I get 1d8 plus 4 actually.
I'm going
It
to.
didn't heal me.
It didn't heal me either.
Oh.
It should.
You still have to input the number.
Huh?
It shouldn't.
There we go.
I'm just gonna give it to mine. So
Mine did the thing.
Yeah, mine didn't roll
1d8
it.
plus 4, 12. So
So that whole thing took like 45 seconds or something. And you're just continually like kind of amazed by the fact that like
It's like
your
12:45
whole
now.
day can
Phew.
turn upside down in a split second. And you know it was worse for them, but it
Yeah.
does kind of suck.
I wanted to kind of gather some parts off of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
we should
Yeah.
harvest what's going
You
Mine didn't heal
can
either.
gather like cosmetics. They don't have fully like fleshed out scales or anything, so you can get like teeth and scales and
Yeah.
horns and stuff as mementos. They're not
Oh.
usable in the way that like adults and ancients are.
Yeah.
But like anything you want
Not
for
awesome teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want a tooth.
Yeah.
you weird fucking trophy hunters, like take a rest, recover, and then you go back. You gather whatever supplies, which it's not going to be a significant damage to your
Our
travel
horses-
time or anything. Like you take a few minutes and mourn your horses or whatever, and you're able to recover the supplies that you have.
It's gonna take so much
Yeah.
longer.
They are. You take a minute and you like compare, and you find the prettiest dragon canines that you want, and you take them. There's a lot of canines to go around. So
Well, now we really got to get moving because
Yeah,
Mhm.
but also we should probably move the horses.
And the dragons.
Yeah. This cavern is 5 foot wide. No one will be able to travel.
I mean, like they're pretty burned up.
Well, the horses are
Oh, yeah.
frozen, right?
there's
Oh,
scavengers
yeah.
that'll take care of that.
Okay, cool.
We need to move them out of the way, though.
No. There's scavengers that'll take care of that.
You think vultures are gonna pick clean?
No, wolves.
Oh, yeah, that makes much more sense.
Mountain goats become carnivorous randomly.
I mean, don't
Wolves,
mountain goats eat just like anything?
Foxes.
I don't think.
To my
they're- I
knowledge,
think they're
wolves are not
they're
well known
herbivores.
for their love of caverns.
If they smell blood, yeah. Remember, they can smell a lot further than we can.
Frozen blood.
They'll still go
Oh,
far.
fall.
It's not like
Come
if
spring.
they're coming from the way we were going in. It's not too deep in there for
Yeah,
them to
I
run
would-
in, grab some meat, and
I
run.
wouldn't worry about it. They'll take
Alright, alright.
I
scavengers
think
will take care of that.
there's
Yeah,
a
they're
good
herbivores.
chance you try to like move them, and then you're like,
heavy.
maybe
This is a little heavy.
maybe they'll take care of this. They are frozen. You're tired. They're very hard to move. But like, there's been some days that are above frozen.
Yeah,
so
we're helping the wild.
Probably be fine. It's like how if you throw bread crusts out your car window, you're like, the birds. They're birds. This is
Yeah.
fine.
The seagull will manifest.
Yeah. They're fucking everywhere all the time. But yeah, you guys go ahead and no, you don't really have to roll anything. It was early afternoon. You know the roads pretty well. You make it to the edge of Strassas by about 5:30 at night. What do you guys do?
Before we time jump out of that, I think
Yeah.
when we're getting ready to leave from the dragons and the horses and the hopeful wolves, Azra approaches Octavia. Says, "Did that help? I guess the protection on you was that
That
helpful?
was it. Yes.
Okay,
Yes. That felt nice.
okay, good.
I like.
It felt nice.
It felt nice.
It wasn't a comforting spell. It was protective.
Yeah. Felt. Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Liked it. Good.
Okay, well, good.
I feel like Octavia, and you can choose whether you reveal this, but I think Octavia does know that she would have gone down without it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
You seemed like one of the most upfront fighters, so and if you were anyone wearing armor would not have been able to benefit, so I thought
I don't think
it would be
I
best
had
for
one
you
manually.
to have it.
I don't know how to do that.
Magic only.
Click the
Almond.
number.
Yes, yes.
Uh. Yes, it's very
than
nice.
had revealing.
Okay.
Should be 1d8.
I would have.
One
It wouldn't.
day.
It would
Mine was
have gone.
1d8.
It wouldn't
Oh,
have
no.
gone. It would have been
I
bad
don't know what yours is.
for
I
me
have 8d6.
if it was. If you. Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was worried that it. I know you. Your monk training. You sort of defend yourself in a way that I don't see other people. And I was worried that the armor might have inhibited
This is
that.
dodging.
Got in the way.
No, because it doesn't. It doesn't weigh anything.
Oh, that's right.
It don't-
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So you helped me.
Well, yes. There was 2 dragons. We had to think on my feet, I suppose.
It's nice teamwork.
So we make it to the edge of Strassas.
You guys, it's like being at a book convention.
Should we look for
Watching
lodging?
people try to make friends. Ugh, so awkward.
I don't see that as a terrible idea, but
What?
Should
What?
we look for lodging and not reveal that we've gotten here yet?
Yes.
Or should we let them know we are here?
Should we not head straight to
We
the
should
academy?
we should look for lodging first regardless.
You
We need to rest
know
first.
where there's lodging around the academy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've been to the
Sleeping
Sleeping Wand before.
Okay, well, so...
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys
Something
choose
else.
to go back there, but like, yeah, you're.
Or
Well,
we
I'm-
could rest in Astrophus's. It would be tight.
absolutely not.
Okay.
Awful. Hated it so much.
We should take advantage of the privacy if we want to send them anything, and also it's getting dark.
And we need to get out of sight.
True.
And we need to rest after all that.
Cool. It healed him completely.
Let's see. Octavia's the most normal looking out of all of us.
I'm a
Hey,
cool like
now.
anything.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
you
blonde
got
hair
your
and blue
map.
eyes now.
Yeah.
And normal freckles. Like I look like a
Let's
person.
get to an inn, and then we can use the sending stone. Just let them know we're here.
No. Message.
Oh,
Message. We're gonna use a spell because they told us not to use the stone,
Also, this is the same
Before.
day that we
But
used
yeah,
the stone.
and it's also
right?
the same day we used the stone.
we're outside the
no, it's
city.
a different
Okay.
That's a different.
So we
okay.
skipped more than a day. Oh, that's right.
No, you didn't skip it, but like you left one day, and this is the next day. You
Well,
had
those are
watches.
the-
Oh, that's right.
time
That's
jump.
right. I forgot about the watches.
All right.
Oh, yeah, we did the watch. You're right.
So I'm going to use sending
Yeah.
for our cobalt friend while we're still outside the city.
We
Smooth
should
high
be
five,
we should be
smooth
close enough to use message at this point.
125 feet.
Oh no.
So I'm going to use sending to tell our cobalt friend we're outside the city. What should we do?
Also tell him that Astraphus told us to come.
And Astrophus told us to come. That's less than 25 words.
You wait,
And that's...
and you hear nothing in reply.
no return message.
Meeting with Astrophus in the room, maybe?
It's possible.
If you had sent a message to someone who could not receive it, would you know?
No.
Could cast augury and ask you. In fact, I cast augury. Yeah. DM, if I had sent that message and someone was not able to receive it, would I know? Would I need to cast augury, by the way?
You picked up the supplies. I think you needed.
Yeah, some mark sticks and
Yeah.
balls. Yep, I got those.
What is augury? What is the? What is
So,
it?
I can, So, by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones... I should have taken some dragon bones. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses the following possible omens. Weal for good results, woe for bad results, weal and woe for both good and bad results, or nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. It doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting additional spells, by a loss or gain of a companion.
So it's something we plan to do maybe like
Yeah.
find Jira.
So there's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. The DM makes this roll in secret.
You cannot do it for something you've already done.
Oh, okay.
And you would know that, so you don't have to expend the spell
So-
slot to do it.
All right. So no message. We should.
Because it's only in the next half hour, right? Like,
I think we should go to his office. If he was in there, he would not have received the message, or he's dead.
Me too. I think we should go to the office.
Okay.
Ron
How's
is
everyone
not here.
feeling?
Ron is not here to question it. Let's go.
No, let's wait for me.
You gotta wait.
I noticed the water cut off. With Ron.
Yeah, who is Mia?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna beat both.
We decided something without you.
What happened?
So, I use sending. I got no response, which could mean that he's in the office or they are dead. Either way, I think our best course of action is to go to the office immediately.
Does the spell sending require you to speak out loud? I forget.
no.
No.
No, okay,
The
so
sending stone does, though.
yes. So we know that it's not that he was unable to speak freely. He wouldn't need to speak freely. He could just.
Correct.
So yes, either office or dead, likely.
I say go to the office.
Sounds like a
There
good
could be
idea.
there could be more wrong.
Do we feel capable right now? I only
We can
spent
do-
some of my higher slots,
We
but I
can
have
long
plenty
rest
left.
in there too, but we should go there.
Has it been 8
Something's
hours
up.
since the dragon fight?
No.
Okay, so you still have major armor for however long is left of 8 hours.
Or until you get in the office.
Something's wrong.
Would it come back, or would I have to cast it again? Or is it just kind of like turned off until we leave the office?
Do you know that, do you think?
I feel like as a student, I probably would know if... Yeah, I think there's a decent chance. Maybe like a check.
Yeah,
Arcana.
roll me an Arcana check. Yeah, DC 12.
Okay, well, as long as I get 5 or higher. Sorry, that's a 2.
You don't know. You know that magic items return
Sorry, that was way too loud. That was way too
their
loud.
magic properties,
I'm so sorry.
but you don't know if like a duration spell would come back because it's a fairly specific thing. You haven't tried again. Do you go to the office? You go to the office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go. It's dark outside already, and you kind of knock on the office door, and after a long pause where you have to remind yourself, oh, yeah, it always takes a while, you hear a very hesitant, who's there? And it's Strassas' voice, it's clearly.
Hello?
It's us.
Strong guys?
Okay, and the office door opens and a very disheveled, maybe even more so, Strassas is standing there, and he goes, inside, right now. And that's where we're gonna cut off the
Son of a
session.
bitch.
Yeah.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, so that was our session. You guys survived. I was going to have you level up after this fight originally, but I let you level up last time instead in preparation for this fight. So that is it for today. Join us again, I think, in 2 weeks for another session. And you know what we always like to say around here.
Keep on
Keep on
learning.
learning.